It's not even past yet.
But here we go. We are
It's 10
live.
minutes.
Good evening, everybody. Nobody watching yet, but I'm sure we'll get some people in here.
It's all good, guys. We ain't gonna start casting yet when the game is a go. I'm Mr. Mad Hatton. And I'm sounding like an idiot.
And I am Floopy Le Ploop, which is for some reason very difficult for a lot of people. So let's just go by Floopy.
Yeah, so flips. Is there a stream link?
So, Mr. Manhattan,
Yes, flips.
what are you expecting from tonight's game?
Well, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I am definitely looking forward to Salt's gameplay. Seeing as it's a team that's hot topic at the moment,
Yes,
apart
they
from
are.
OG, but there's a lot of competitive teams out right now, all really good. So yeah, and your thoughts?
Well, I just think it's going to be extremely interesting to see how GHC handles Salt. As you just said, Salt are a, well, hot topic team, if you will. Um, and they're definitely going to come out swinging. But Game
It's a-
Exchange has definitely got some tricks up their sleeve as well. I'm just looking forward to this game, to be quite honest.
well, I'm also looking forward to this game, especially in this local competitive scene.
Yep.
I'm actually happy that ELSA is hosting this little small qualifier. The real big events yet to come. So always stay tuned, guys. We're just waiting. Now there is about 6 minutes left to get this lobby go. We all
Yep.
got
And
specific roles to just keep to it.
just to inform our viewers, this is not a best out of three. It is 2 games to be played. It works on a points-based system because this is the group stages. So there will be only 2 games, regardless of who wins and who loses. And both games are automatic coin toss. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is that needs to be known.
Oh well, that's actually good. I'm just waiting to see what great team fights are gonna come along. Like good team fights always get a crowd riling.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, are we gonna expect maybe a weird build like we did the other day with Ominous Gaming with mostly carry
Oh
supporting other
yeah,
carry builds?
it
Guys,
would be interesting to see if anybody does, if either of the teams does something like that, because
yes. Oh, that was
that
actually
was
very.
very surprising. The EG versus OG game, and OG basically just went full carry almost. They just hit hard very fast, like right off the bat. They just went
Yeah,
for it,
no,
and you know what? It worked very well for them. They uh,
exactly. Yeah, they just freaking
they got the results that they wanted.
power level over 9,000 was just insane.
Yeah,
Especially how they're tiny though. Wow. Okay, we're speaking about other teams, but that's just happening in this season. That was just so amazing to actually just be there and witness that how this professional team pulls stuff like that off.
yeah, it was extremely fun to watch.
That was really fun. Oh, hopefully, we're getting another interesting game again.
Well, we can only hope, at least for the next 4 minutes. Then we should know.
Yes, folks, there's still 4 minutes left, and then the game is a go. Then the game is a go. I should be doing this.
Sure.
Din, 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 din,
That's
din.
not quiet with excitement.
No, most definitely is.
I'm really, really interested to see how they're going to line up, how these teams are going to approach this game. With all the changes we've seen recently in the game itself, in Dota itself, I mean, we have a team here called Game Has Changed, and they've got a point. With all the recent updates and changes that's been made to the game, it's really interesting to see a competitive match happening, because it's difficult. It's very interesting, I mean, to see how the teams adapt to the new change.
If that's how they're going to adapt, then, well, as we slowly go up this entire league, I don't know, skill wise, everyone's all that good. So yeah, let's get this party on the road, fellas.
Okay, we got ready from both sides.
Alrighty, it is a go, and 3, 2, 1, let's do it.
Where's that coin toss?
Coin toss selection still coming in. Game has changed. It's got the second priority. Salt. Ooh, first priority. Game has changed. Game has changed. It's taken first pick. Now tell me, Floops,
Mm-hmm.
is this a go? Let's see what we have in store for ourselves here.
Five seconds. Just who will dire ban?
So, well, judging by both sides here, light versus evil, by the color scheme, haha, joke.
It's radiant.
Anyways, well, the first band comes in with a shaker. What do you think they got in store for us
It's
there?
Dire's turn.
Oops.
I'm curious. I mean, the Earthshaker could be just because he is quite strong these days, or it could be in anticipation of one of their picks, you know, going for a Phantom Lancer or a Naga Siren, Chaos Knight. Could be in anticipation of something like that, or it could just be because he's quite
What's
strong.
Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Yeah, well, I mean, Slaughter as well. That's as you were saying.
Just who will dire ban?
The Earthshaker, but they banning core essentials. Yeah, Earthshaker,
Yeah, I've got-
PL. What's the game has changed. It's got a weird ban list.
It's interesting that these bands have to be in in relation to their actual game plan.
10 seconds.
It's in list with their game plan.
And we've got the
Oh.
Slaughter
5
and
seconds.
the new Cookie Monster, if you will.
Yes,
band up top.
everyone still manages to forget the name as it goes. Well,
What's
that's the
Radiant's ban
character is
plan
new.
anyway?
I just
It's
know that Mortimer's kiss of that was,
Snapfire.
It's Dire's
It's
turn
a,
to
it's,
pick.
it's a Snapfire.
okay. So Salt banning both of the new heroes.
Oh, well, the new heroes. Remember, last game that we saw with OG, they used a Void Spirit mid. So that is a core essential mid that they banned there. Salt
It's
is on the
Radiant's
right
turn.
track. as well as game has changed, they're just banning very strong heroes. First pick with Mars. So they definitely want to go tanky and enough for them not to get countered.
That Earthshaker ban makes a little bit more sense now, because if you catch the whole team in that Mars ulti, you don't want Earthshaker jumping in, causing chaos.
10 seconds.
Most definitely. They're either going to take the pick with the Mars or
5 seconds.
rather just ban the Earthshaker. But the PL is good because he's very mobile. He can. It was also a very good ban from here. The game has changed.
Yeah.
Cool. Salt's got interesting bans here so far,
It's
but I'm
Radiant's
just digging
turn
into
to
them.
pick.
Treant pick.
Treant with the
Ooh.
first pick. That is interesting.
It's getting interesting now already. I love me a good Treant game.
Well, how do I feel? How do I respond to that? I hate me a Treant game because I hate Treant. He always seems to counter me, and he's become
Dyer's
so
pick
strong.
now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's my
This
baby.
is
You know
that's
how
a
I feel about
cancer
Axe.
of there. A Treant and an Axe in the same lane. I can think that's going to be a very hardcore lane.
There
Two
hasn't been a
two
lot
good
of
picks from
changes.
Salt so far.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of changes to Axe, so he still plays pretty much like he used to. And that is like a
10
boss.
seconds.
Well, that's going to be interesting. You like a good Axe game
5
as well,
seconds.
no doubts.
Yep.
You know what? I haven't seen a really good Techies game in a while, and if there is a Techies game in this entire qualifier,
Dyer's turn to ban.
I will be so happy. But there's a nice leech pick there from the game has changed. Yeah, I see where they're going with this now. The Mars is going to come in ulti, the leech is also going to throw an ulti in there, and then things are going to explode.
Yeah. I have to be
It's
honest with you, I
Radiant's
would
turn to
love to
ban.
cast a game that has a techies in it.
Most definitely. Same here. No one can match up to certain players we know about on YouTube, cough cough.
Are you referring to one of my favorite streamers?
Well, he's become my favorite Dota
Dyer's
streamer
turn
as
to
well.
Yep.
Well, there's a monkey kicking bang there by the game has changed. It's a good ban. Oh, a Timbersaw ban. Oof. A Timbersaw against a Treant would have really caused a bit of issues there, so that was a good ban there from Salt. Their picks and their bans are actually very correspondent to what their class and their combo is going to end up being. It's going to be amazing.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm noticing that as well. The strategy is
It's Radiant's turn to
definitely
ban.
busy showing itself. There's the Ricky ban as well.
Nice
Strategies are
Ricky ban
definitely
there,
starting to show themselves.
yes. No, both teams are getting good bans and picks out here, no doubts. They're getting very combo dependent teammates, like team orientated characters.
And both these teams
Well assistant, yes.
have a very clear game
10
plan, a very
seconds.
clear idea of what they want to do. I mean, when the picks
5
and
seconds.
bans
It's
have
Radiant's
all
turn.
very quick. I mean, look at the reserve time. They still have almost all of it left. So both these teams have a very clear idea of what they want to do. They've got a game plan, and they're sticking to it. It seems, at least so far, in the picking phase.
Well, it's definitely with all the roundabouts going now. I mean,
10 seconds.
it's a very slow pick. I mean, everyone's digging into their reserve
5
times.
seconds.
Well, no, they haven't actually.
No, yeah, that's what I just said. They haven't. They've
Yes,
barely
yes,
touched
yes,
their
yes.
reserve time, so
Yeah,
they obviously have a clear idea of what they want to do.
I know most definitely. There's still 3 picks on both teams. I mean, we're not entirely sure what the turnout's going to be.
Now there's a bit of a dig into the reserve time. What are we going to see from Salt here? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting maybe a nice hardcore carry like Medusa or even a Templar Assassin, maybe. Something hardcore. Like that's something they would pick for their mid. It's usually their last 2 picks.
It's Dyer's turn to pick.
Oh, it's a Rubik pick. What a nice pick.
That is
Yes.
a very nice pick.
That's a nice support pick there, probably for the offlaner. For offlane, which do you think 2 characters will go offlane? The Treants or the Axe, or maybe both of them together?
It's interesting because if you
I
put
think
the
the
Treant
Rubik
and
and
the
the
Axe,
Axe, yeah.
if you put the Treant and the Axe together in the offlane,
It's
two
Radiant's turn
melees
to
there,
pick.
which is always you don't know what you're coming up against, and I mean, if Axe plays it right with the Treant in support, he could cause some real damage to the carries of Game Has Changed early in the game. I mean,
Almost definitely. There's a nice undying pick there as
but I
well.
wouldn't be surprised to see the Axe and Rubik learning
10
together.
seconds.
That undying
Yeah, I think-
is a very good pick as well.
Yeah.
5
Now, the
seconds.
Rubik and the Axe, two characters that are very well accompanied with each other. So both teams here are definitely, as I said earlier, are getting into that whole team fight base where one is supposed to support the other, and by that chance, if they need to get somewhere with a nice solo kill, then well, I mean, they're well on their way. The game has changed, but they both teams have that
Dire
possibility.
should pick now.
There we go.
Ooh, Necrophos. Salt has got something on their hands here. Their last pick will definitely be something.
Their last pick is gonna, well, should
Oh, it's
just
definitely
give
going to be a
us,
hot.
give us an
Radiant's
indication
battle
of
plan
what
anyway.
they are.
Ooh, an Invoker pick. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
And the game has changed.
That's definitely. The game
Excuse the
has
pun.
changed. Oh, no freaking fun. No worries, man.
Excuse the pun, but the game has just changed. That Invoker pick.
10 seconds.
I mean, let's face it. Anybody that knows what they're doing with an Invoker is
5
a
seconds.
threat. Doesn't matter how you look at it.
Almost definitely. Unless a
Anybody that knows what
BKB is
they're doing.
involved. So this is definitely going to be a BKB game for Salts.
Yeah.
I mean, Salt has banded Juggernauts. They could have been quite deadly in certain aspects, I assume.
I
But
wonder if the Juggernaut was maybe a reaction ban to the Mars and the Lich.
it could have been, yes.
Just who will dire ban?
Then there's a Void ban as well. Again, it could be a reaction ban. I mean, if you're looking at Mars ulti, Lich ulti, Invoker, Cataclysm, if you had the Juggernaut there as well,
Yeah,
and
the
all
entire
combo.
the Void to follow up,
Yeah, Undying with the Totem, Mars with their
5
ulti,
seconds.
Leech with their ulti as
Dire
well,
should
Armor
pick
on
now.
top of that, Invoker with all of the combos.
and
It could end up being a deadly team fight. Yes, you are right.
there is a anti-mage ban by Game Has Changed.
Yeah, I thought they might either going to pick Anti-Mage or maybe Templar Assassin. Templar, something, maybe a nice Artol Devour could actually assist this team fight very well
10
in
seconds.
terms of Salt, if that's going to be their final mid pick.
5 seconds. It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Medusa. Ooh. Good Medusa actually
Yo.
does some severe damage. That's a crazy combo.
That is a good pick.
The game has changed. Has really pushed something through here, guys, with the team fights.
Their lineup is team fight heavy.
Yes, Salt did have to dig
10
into their
seconds.
reserve time just to make sure that their combo is going to be great. So let's hope
5 seconds.
this mid picks is gonna get tiny.
You can choose
Tiny,
now.
that is
if you
very
like.
interesting.
A tiny game could be a really good one.
Well, what I'm seeing is Salt with a team that could get very tanky if this game isn't ended quick enough by Game Has Changed. If this game goes on for a bit, then
Same.
Salt is gonna get tanky.
Yeah, late game. I mean, both teams have late game potential, no doubt. But Salt definitely can get some in terms of mid game, early game as well. Unless, depending on which team is going to get that first gank off. But usually that's how it happens in most competitive games. So this is going to be an interesting one, folks. What do we have here?
Well, we have two teams that are hell bent on destroying each other in a match of Dota.
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, and so did you. It's just going to be an interesting game.
This is going to be very interesting.
No, we're just waiting for this to be a get-go.
I
So we
think a
get
big
this
part of this
far.
is going to come down to how much Salt can harass and just put Game Has Changed off of the early stage farming. If they can do that, they should end up forcing the teams to start, the heroes to start separating, going for jungle farming, and that's when you get the ganks.
Yeah, well, I mean, both teams are going to have to rely on ganks here to get the early farm going. Because if the Invoker doesn't get a decent enough farm throughout the game, it's not going to be quite easy for both teams.
Prepare
Axe
for
has no
for the
time
Invoker, I
for
mean,
all
sorry.
this jibber jabber.
Ready with the calls.
Rock'em sock'em. Axe has no time for all this jibber jabber.
Are you lost?
Your name offends me.
I'm really freaking out. I'm really freaking
Seems
out.
to be both teams are actually looking at
Are
maybe
you
getting a
ready to
gank.
rumble?
Salt is 3 top here now. Well,
Game Has Changed do seem like they're going
Rock'em
to
sock'em.
group up
will
and
there be
go
a
for something.
there's a smoke going to be involved here by the leech, maybe. Depending, but there is 3 top. There is a tiny hiding in the rush, but it's actually a clever hiding spot. But both teams looking at Tiny is playing the aggressive role. Making sure to get some sight going. Yeah, smoke is called. They're going to make their way
Smoke's coming
around.
in. Mars seems to be the only one.
Salt is taking the outpost already. Now they already know where the Game Has Changed already knows where their position is.
Game Has Changed has already
Now the
smoked
battle
and pushed
begins.
up here.
Cold snap already on the Invoker. Here it comes. Is there going to be a cold snap involved? Yes, there is.
Looks like we could get a first blood on this Rubik.
Is there going to be a first blood there? Yeah, here comes Leech with his nice burst.
We were right, it is
So should kill that.
Axe Rubik
Watch
lane,
your
but they're
step.
up against
It's 6 feet down.
Undying and a
Medusa.
Medusa.
So
It's going to be interesting.
Undying definitely with munching enchanted mangoes. He's got that base regen up. Outposts being traded here top lane.
We've got an interesting
Look out for fallen rocks.
tiny
I mean-
against the Invoker.
Oh, the Game Has Changed already 1 kill in the lead.
And gets Salt at the network lead.
Salt definitely has the network lead. So far, so good for Salt. But the Game Has Changed. I mean, the kill does help in terms of gold as well. This Trent is definitely playing aggressive here at the bottom. He has broken his passive there, Nature's guys. A tiny mid though from
Yeah, and he's doing
Salt.
fairly well. I mean, he's
he's definitely keeping that lane
dominating
pushed up.
the Invoker with regards to last hits and denies. I mean, I know we're less than 2 minutes in, but
Well, that's not half bad actually from Tiny. He's getting enough farming here, that's for sure.
yeah, he's getting good farm in and he's pushing that Invoker back. Invoker is struggling to get decent farm in, and he gets tossed back to under that
Ooh,
tower.
under the tower, yes, that's a bit of a dangerous
Oh,
spot
we're
there
gonna
for the
get
back.
Oh,
Ooh, there is
was that a
crack.
fairy fire?
that was a very fine quick use there. Hey.
It saved his life, no doubt.
Here comes the taunt there from Evoker. That was not a good idea from him. There he
I
gets
think he
tossed
might
down.
Yep.
And he gets the aggressive
Tiny
kill.
gets
Perishes
the
with
Invoker
me
mid.
dead.
I mean, there is a regen top to accompany the Tiny, but will he be able to spot that thing? He's getting the denies through.
Well, he's got the vision there.
I mean, Salt is playing. They definitely playing aggressive. Yeah.
Regeneration.
Game Has
Salt-
Changed is going to be
Salt's playing-
struggling throughout their lane.
Salt is playing very aggressive. I got the axe up here looking to intercept the creep wave.
Well, that's what the Axe's job usually does. I mean,
And the
if
Undying
Axe
was
does interrupt the lane, it's
the
actually
Undying
not
was
bad.
aware of this.
Undying is going to play that role a bit. The Axe is definitely going to come through with his counter helix and his battle hunger. Forcing the lane backwards though. Axe is definitely doing this. He's buying more than enough time down at the top there for Salt.
So, what are your feelings around
Santa
having a
is
top
definitely
tower?
getting it fair share farm.
This Axe is playing aggressive and he's doing a good job of it.
Hey, take a look at your bottom.
He's buying it more than enough time. He has the Invoker with the Cold Snap.
Cuts
And
no more.
I mean, and Undying gets him. But talk about space created. I mean,
Your top
yeah.
tower is
More
under
enough
attack.
space created there for
3.5
Salt to
minutes
slowly
in
start pushing
and,
up. Tiny's definitely getting a lot of farm. Look at his net worth so far. And the Necrophos.
Tiny's ahead on the net worth, and the Necro is just ahead of him on last hits and denies.
This is
You can
actually
see what
something
he's planning
different.
with the Necro. The Necro is obviously going in a carry role here. Ooh, that Mars is in
Witchstone.
trouble.
Most definitely.
Almost, that was close.
Your bottom tower
Well,
is
Mars
under attack.
is actually
There's three
in a bit of a
top
tight situation.
For gamers changed. That's why Mars is in a tight
Defend your bottom
situation, because
tower.
they keep
Generally, the other
Invoker
way
is
around.
not really having a fun time mid either.
No,
I mean,
he's
Treant has rotated through mid. Tiny
down
is
to
going to get the kill.
damage changed.
Tree grab does. Tiny does manage to get the tree grab kill on
Your
Invoker.
bottom tower is under attack.
That is something different, folks.
I mean, Lich just got his first loss, his first denial of the game. He is just rotating, helping out.
Oh, I mean,
much as he
Necrophos
can.
pushing bottom. Wow. I mean, Salt definitely has a lot more coverage.
Pustules for the dead. That should help.
Undying there.
Necro, it was a little bit out of place there, no
Right.
doubt.
See that? It's creeping
He
out.
does come out the TP. Totem is going to be wasted. It's okay.
Look at all the space in the rest of the map. Tiny is free farming mid. Looks like they're
No,
going
Tiny
for a
is
gank on him here
it's
though.
actually crazy.
Not for you.
Tiny does come in with Avalanche Toss. He does toss him back into the tower. Ooh, the empty hand. It's a man that comes in. Oh, no mana on the Tiny. What is he going to do? Does he have a bottle charge? No, he has a wand. He's still got a wand. Is he going to use it though? He's not going to waste it. I don't think he's going to waste
He's
it.
got a
No.
full wand and a bottle charge.
No, the wand wasn't needed there, but he does also have manga just to ensure that mana. Because he knows how crazy mana dependent Tiny
I
is.
think it was purely a lack of vision that kept him from chasing there, because he knew the Invoker and the Undying was there, but he didn't know what else was waiting in the winds, you know?
Most definitely, yes. But he has bottled the Arcane Rune now. Sparkles is on the way to
Necro
something
down here
better.
is just fearlessly pushing.
Invoker's not really having a good time mid.
Dogs.
Game has
Rock
changed.
on.
The
Five
Mars
festival.
is Mars is being chased
Oh, here
hard.
comes the Avalanche. Cancel.
And Mars is out.
It's all the same to me.
Taken out by the Necro, who's playing a very hard game. He's sitting on 37 for 37 with the last hits and denies.
Pebble pusher.
37 for 7 last hits and denies. That's actually not
And
bad.
he is literally just under Tiny in net worth. And if you
Okay.
consider that Tiny has
They're
been
both-
he's been left to freeform mid a couple of times. I mean, that's
Yeah,
something
ooh,
about
Mars
the-
coming in for a nice spear 3. No, Treant easier to assist. The Ghost Shroud does get popped with the pulse. Here comes Alti from Necrophos.
Again.
Defend your bottom tower.
Oh, we got rotations mid.
That's
to
what
help
happens
against, this
when
Tiny.
I...
That's
I mean, look, Tiny has out leveling that Invoker. I mean, he's 2 levels ahead.
Your
at
bottom
this
tower
point.
is under attack.
Sparkles
Looks like
definitely
the
has a
enemy
net worth
has
lead
defense.
among the
Radiant's
Invoker.
courier has
With the
been
last
killed.
hits and denies
I know
as
you
well,
wanted
Tiny
to
is
tell it,
definitely in
Jax,
the
but
lead.
we don't get to fight. Your bottom
We're
tower
going to
is
see
under
some
attack.
action here top.
Top ones, there could be some action. There's 3, but it's
We
not a
got
good
3 of
idea.
them. We got the Axe poking and prodding. He wants to go in there. He wants to, but he's just not sure.
Well, the Axe doesn't know what he needs to do yet, but he is going to go in for farming.
Stone
Oh, here comes Leech and the Undying. Omniscience and Chief is definitely coming for the gank. Is he going to make it out? No, he does get,
Well
he
played
does
by
get the
the Axe
TP.
there.
He does just get the TP out there.
They do still seem to be chasing the Rubik. No,
Rubik
they've
could be in a
fallen
bit of a
back on that little
situation.
bit.
Oh, Medusa does come in with a snake. Does get that partial mana regen.
Oh, Dyer's courier is so dead.
Oh, Medusa's
Impressive
career
aptitude,
just
really.
died. Treant doing his job in the enemy
Your
jungle.
bottom tower is under attack.
What is he going to do now, though? Will he be able to make it out?
Oh, he's being
Oh, he's being sneaky. He's going to use the tree lines. No.
Defend
Will he be
your
able to
bottom
make it out,
tower.
though?
this
Hope you're getting something out of Dire structures.
Santa's
unfortunately-
definitely on his
causing-
notice.
He's just causing problems for them, you know. Now they had to go and reclaim that outpost. It's like nobody's where they should be, except for the Invoker, and he's struggling. I mean, they've already,
mean-
Salt's already taken the bottom tower, tier 1.
I mean, it is quite convenient for the rotations to happen down. That the top outpost has just been taken amongst both teams. Salt definitely making sure that there's enough space created for that tower push. Axe's farm is looking good so far. But definitely not going to buy a chance here for Chief.
Going for the outpost.
Is Chief going to make it? Is the call going to come through? No need for the call.
Chief is out of here.
No escaping Axe.
No, that's it.
There's a contest for the bottom as well. Rotations coming in.
Well, here comes the MP. Does become a mess. Undying does come in. Cold snap down from Opian home.
The Necro.
Necrophos is going to make it out.
No, it's not going to make it out.
Your top tower is under
That was
attack.
a good rotation. A very good rotation by that
should help.
Damage change definitely brings
Your
it.
top tower is under attack.
rotated in and they got 2 kills out of it for their trouble. Both Necro and the Treant
What a-
going down there.
Your bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
what a
attack.
crazy play from
United Checks, they really
from,
should do something about that.
Omniscience. Omniscient. Yes, that one.
The Mars
Okay.
has
Hey,
the
take
rotated
a
top
look
as
at your
well now.
bottom.
They're trying to help deal with this Axe who seems to be cutting off the creep supply every time.
Hey, take a look
I
at
mean,
your
if you look
Rotating
at
there.
farm-wise, Floops, in which terms do you think that is the Medusa doing alright for the last hits and denies?
The last hits and denies, the Medusa has caught up because she's pretty much keeping to herself.
She's got definitely. Mr.
Medusa
Jones has
is
his
going
solo lane.
wherever the rest of the enemy team is not. That seems to be her main goal right now, and it's working for her. I mean, she's on 63 last hits with 13 denies. She's overtaken the Tiny with the Axe as well, overtaking, but I mean with the counter helix, that's expected.
But that's really good actually from Medusa's side. I mean, she does get that farm back. Oh, yes, she comes in with the ulti. The stone does go down. He has the totem as well, but is the Tiny gonna make it through? Yes, the tornado. No, it just
Tornado
missed.
misses. Tiny going a different route completely.
Oh, there is a chase coming down. He has the cold snap as well. Will it be enough? He has the MP to follow up. Oh, the MP does go off. Tiny does come with the toss and Dying going down.
From ground to the
Couldn't make it up.
There comes a nice frost wall there from Invoke. He's going to come down. He is going to go invis. There is vision down. Here comes the ulti from
Is down for
Defend your
47
top
seconds.
tower.
Rot.
Saltiel just coming in there.
Santa
Nice
is
little kill there.
Invis around this Medusa.
Mazda does come down with the ulti. He's going to come through the toss. There's not enough man. Here comes the one. Ah, there's
Seems like
not
that
enough
ulti was
time.
put down more to
And Dying is coming
stop
in.
him from dying. To stop them
Your
from
top
getting the
tower is under
Medusa.
attack.
And Dying will just make it.
Medusa gets out.
Rubik is in a bit of
Okay,
a
it seems like
situation.
everybody's disengaging and rotating around again because Tiny's back to free farming mid.
No, Salty Santa did almost saw himself die there, but luckily he didn't.
Middle tower is under attack. You think dire fortification will work, Dex?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Okay, we got the Invoker
Necro-
TP
Fast.
in mid
Wow.
here.
we're looking at it. Ooh, there comes the MP and the cold snap. Yeah, the MP gets lifted off, and it's on it. Pull up.
Tornado hits the Necro as well.
We have meatball, no meatball. Oh, here comes ulti Leech. Oh, and it does manage to. They do manage to
Grab
spread
that ulti.
Leech grabbed the ulti, but almost didn't make it. Here's the meatball, but it's not
Necro
enough.
is in trouble. Tiny sitting on no man.
Avalanche is there to follow up, but Dying is going to come down there. Will he go down? He does have that. Okay, there's not enough cooldown.
I think
Here's a tornado to follow up.
Tiny is not going to be able to make it out. But he gets a kill in with
So Leech coming to assist. The Medusa, will it be enough? Definitely not. Axe, definitely
This Medusa is
Well,
disengaging at just the right moment every time.
well, I mean, he
I've
always
seen
keeps
him-
in track with that.
I've seen the Medusa get away with a sliver of health, what, 2-3 times now already?
Most definitely, yes.
Just taking that outpost back.
I mean, if you look at the gold and the gold per minute in the network stage, Necrophos is really where Necrophos is the 1 second the whole time in terms of gold in net worth.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just
that's
overtaken, but
taken over.
taken Tiny. Yeah, he's overtaken Tiny completely. Looking at mid here, is there going to be a gank mid there from
It almost looked like they were getting ready to push mid, but
first of all, Salt
we got
is
four
definitely rotating.
within range. There's the Necro just scoping it out.
Right, here comes the neck. Here's the blink and the avalanche. Oh, there comes the ulti from the Necrophos as well. It does go down. There comes the MP down from the Invoker. Is it going to be enough? Ooh, Rubik does steal the tornado. Does fall up through. Will he be able to make it through?
Avalanche takes out the Undying.
You just fell on hard
Will he
times.
steal that ulti there from?
Take that.
No, Rubik will just keep it at bay.
And Salt wins another team fight.
That totem placement there from Undying was not half bad.
Now, too bad they couldn't
Yeah.
make enough of it. I mean, they've got a 7k lead, Salt, in the
Yeah.
gold department. I mean, the net worth of 3 spots were taken by them, by the Necro, the Tiny, and the Axe, followed by the Medusa for Game Exchanged.
I mean,
what a bounty!
in terms of now, if the team fights that are coming through, I mean, that tornado is just being grabbed there by the Rubik. He's just sticking with it. I think he prefers to use the tornado. Mars, here's the spear as well. The Tiny's a bit of trouble.
Wow, that Tiny, like, look at him.
Blight just coming in with a call. Is he going to come with the ulti? Yes.
What happened?
Undying doesn't make it through. Oh, Leech does pull the ulti through. No, they are in the rotation. Mr. Durhams just gets the kill.
Oh, Tiny comes in with a save and he gets the kill.
Yes, is the Cheetah's going to come out through. Medusa isn't going to make it. He's just going to go down. Here's the meatball from Invoker.
I thought you were gonna help me,
Here comes the
friend.
call by accident. Wow, what a mop up there by Salt. Santa followed up with the
Tower is
axe.
under attack.
That entire combo, Blight just mopped them up. Well played there to Salt's
Dire just fortified.
insane team fight. See, this is what Salt has done from the beginning already. They wanted to get this team fight orientation down. Trent is very well versed in his healing and all that stuff as well. Necrophos definitely knowing how to farm and push that entire network through the roof, overtaking Tiny. So what do you think of everything so far? I mean, both teams will definitely have good team fights.
Yeah, both teams are going for a very clear strategy here. It just seems that Salt might be executing theirs a little bit better. The Invoker seems to be struggling.
There's Invoker struggling a bit. Yeah, Invoker has been struggling early game already.
7 against the Tiny. It's now 8 for 2.
Yeah, Fire Festival is
You realize
he's
the
struggling
middle
with his
tower's
farm, but
under
he's getting along the way as far as he can. But he has to be a part of every single team fight that comes by and manage to get at least a few kills to get that net worth back up. Oh, here comes a cold snap in there from Invoker. No, he's going to back off.
I think the Necro is trying to bait.
Oh, the Necro is definitely trying to
He's
bait.
definitely trying to bait. Look, his entire team is just sitting right there below him.
Seal playing the dummy. But
Look at him, just overextending
yeah,
the whole time.
here comes the MP and the Tornado. He's going to come down. Oh, here comes the Eel Scepter just to avoid the
Your
MP.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, but he's still going in there. Check there. He's going to pull this one through completely. As the Insurance, as the Axe Spring Call, as the meat ball to pull up. It's not going to do enough damage though. Yeah, ulti does coming from Oz. Oh, what a team fight by the game has changed. That has changed it completely. Upper ground does help a lot in that sense. Sacrifice coming with the ulti. Wow, what a shot there from Seal. Tiny does also go down by each Chief does manage to get that.
Being chased by the Medusa as well, not far behind.
The Axe will not be able to make it through. There is a call through just to avoid. Yeah, the Sunstrike does follow up, but it doesn't.
Goes down by Mr. Jones and Medusa just in time.
Just in
You
time.
realize the middle tower is under attack.
Oh, well, Medusa's sitting second in the gold per minute range now. I mean, net worth wise, Medusa is definitely pulling through. Mr. Jones is not giving them much of a break. I mean, their farm now is considered really good both sides, but the game has changed. Most considered taking towers.
Just as I said earlier, she's constantly looking for the areas that are still
What
good.
sort
This
of
one's
prize is this?
Medusa does need that farm. She
Right here
is
at the
late
bottom
game.
so that you can get that
Like, Tiny does get the kill off of dying.
Medusa. Looks to be well
Defend your
better now
bottom
because
tower.
there looks to be a team
Necro
fight
still
away.
pulling out that bait down. Yeah, he's the ulti from Mars again to follow up. Tornado goes through. Rubik disables the Invoker by throwing him with a spear. Cell definitely got it.
Goes down.
Axe in a bit of trouble
Tiny goes
there.
down with it. Tombstone gets put down. And
Sparkles doesn't manage to get out of there. Oh, here comes Axe Call, blinking call. There's no blade rail to pull out. Oh, ulti from the lights. He does get it off on the Mars. What a play.
Salt
Black-
disengaging, yeah.
Without
their Tanya and Rubik, they don't seem up for this fight. Ooh, wait, no, it looks like Axe has a different idea.
Axe is trying to play the aggressive role. Yeah, it doesn't become. Oh, he's gonna. He does.
He blinked in and got, I don't know if that was the Tornado or a Yules that caught him, but
I mean, Axe literally just.
that was right on the...
But like just managing to avoid that EMP from going off just in time. Leech does pop the frost shield on the tower just to buy a little bit of extra time. I mean, Medusa keeps up in Mr. Jones, keeps the farm up going. I mean, he's just been jungling most of the time and still managing to stay close enough to the
Yeah,
team to help where he can.
He's just constantly looking for somewhere to farm. He's sitting level 17 compared to his team, which, I mean, the next closest one is their mid, which is level 13, the Invoker.
Regeneration.
Like Salt are starting to gear up to... Yep,
Come
there
to
goes the blink
Oh, here
call
comes the
again
blink
from
call there
Axe.
from Blood. There is going to come through. Ooh. Follow up Axe does call in his arena. Yeah, is the Sunstrike to follow up.
There might have been a bit of notification from him because actually nobody following up.
Ooh. Student does go down. Sansa goes down. Followed up by that.
Only one.
Watch your step.
The game has changed, just brought out of nowhere. Like, where did that come from? Wow. It just out of nowhere, they just decided, okay, well,
Your middle tower is
we
under
saw a
attack.
chance, we took it.
Yeah,
Radiant
That was
structures
that
are
was a good
fortified.
play from the entire gang. Well done. Very
They
unexpected.
definitely took advantage of that.
Hey,
that
That
take a
team
look at
fight
your
went salt for salt very quickly. They're all going to push the lanes out now because they know that they have to push every single lane out at the same time, just to buy that extra space that they need. As
Yeah,
far as being
Medusa's got the
used by
Maelstrom
Slaven to
and
push up the
Dragonlance
lane.
down.
Oh, Medusa's net worth is actually really up in range now. I mean, considering that Mr. Jones has been farming and camps have been stacked as well to assist the net worth, is very, very close to Necrophos's net worth range.
Looks like both teams just taking a bit of time to kind of collect themselves, farming up a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Your bottom tower
both
is
teams are
under
really
attack.
giving great output team fights here. I mean,
Yeah, well, the team fights
I
have been
mean,
fun.
Sansa with his Rubik skills as well, it's just stealing
Your
what he
bottom
can
tower is under
to help
attack.
with the team fights. He does usually stick to one ability. He won't randomly steal until he has his axe. But he does usually just buy time. The snake is there. Oh, he does pick up the snake. Mr. Jones does pull an ulti and does pull that snake as well. Really be enough.
The rest are coming in here, but they've got other problems.
There's Zap's coming down. There's a Sunstrike. That Chief does get the kill
Got the axe stuck there in the middle.
on the tiny. I mean, the game has changed just this game through. What is going on here?
Yeah, the game has changed. It's definitely making a comeback here.
There is more than enough farm down, and the cold snap does get called down. But is Chief in trouble here? No, the gaze does get pulled down. He has the MP to follow up. No, he'll Scepter to counter.
That should help.
Oh, the Necrophos is definitely going to go in for the aggressive push. Oh, and he does manage to get the kill from Chief by just by a right click. Oh my word.
Rancid death.
Ay, ay, ay. That does put him in the net worth lead completely. He's
Your bottom tower is under
looking like
attack.
he's going for his Radiance next. I mean, XP wise, what do you think? Which team is in the lead here?
XP wise, we're definitely looking at Salt
What
in the lead. in my
have we
opinion.
Experience per minute is a little bit buggy for some reason. I can't see
Yeah,
that.
it is buggy. I tried.
You know, I can't see that either. It's weird. But I mean, both teams are giving us great team fights. I'm loving this. This is something that us casters thrive for.
It's all about the team fight,
The
man.
Mars does get the kill now down on the Rubik as well. What is going on here? Both, I mean, the game has changed. Is getting back in the lead here in terms of kills. They are getting those excess pickoffs where they can.
I think there might be
Hey,
some
take a look at your
miscommunication
bottom
coming from the Salt side as well. A couple of the engagements have been, let's
Dire
say,
just fortified.
there will be an engagement without any follow-up.
Ooh,
I don't
Fire
know
does
if
come
that's,
through with a tornado. Oh, the axe comes in with a call. Yes, Tiny's. Oh, have a good
realize
used by
that
Nada
you're
here.
under attack?
Plagued me long
That
enough.
wasn't a really good idea
Dying
for.
is staying around there for a bit, but
Fire.
we'll get to tier 2.
Oh, that was a bit of a unexpected gag.
Oh, there's a call.
Tiny toss with avalanche. You can't beat that. A tiny with a toss and avalanche. It hurts.
Your bottom
Especially
tower
with what he has. Ooh, he's got a
Tiny
double damage
blink
bottle there.
avalanche toss.
Yeah, that is a crazy combo. Usually it's like one shot kill build, depending on how you utilize the.
And the Tiny
Defend
has
your
a
top
double
tower.
damage rune bottled up, waiting to
Radiant
be
just fortified.
But do you think they're going to be rushing Rosh pretty soon?
I don't know. I think it's either going to be a rush or they might go for this tier 2 top. I mean, they've got all the tier 2s elsewhere.
Well, I mean, it does definitely depend on what's.
I see Salt has
What do they have in
regained
store here?
their net worth lead. It does look like they might be trying to get in for this tier 2 top. But the vision in the top jungle has let Game Exchange know that there is something happening. There's a couple of them smoked up.
Yeah, well, they're looking at probably
Your
getting a
top tower
smoke
is
kill
under
here.
attack.
Loki just prepping his items. He doesn't even have his Agnum Scepter yet, but it is going to be a little bit difficult to rotate through the spells. But obviously, higher ground defense can always go a different way.
Your top tower
They've
is under
taken the tier
attack.
2. And
Defend your
now,
bottom tower.
The hard way.
as you called it, here they go for the rush.
Oh, definitely going for us just to secure that extra life.
And the timing in there now. There's the Rubik as well. And the Treant is basically standing vigilant.
To me!
I mean, the Treant hasn't even gotten his Agnum Scepter yet. He's going Echo Saber build with a blink. No. Am I looking at you?
Treant has a meteor hammer. Green hammer all
Meteor. Isn't that
Sunstrike, they know. Will they be quick enough?
Ooh, there is a smoke up. They are going to work their way through, but they know there's not a good idea to be in there. Treant is on the side to assist. Here comes the tornado, followed up through. Here's the ulti from Mars coming down. Oh, and the... Is there going to be a smash down? Oh, there's a smash coming down there by Mars. He's not making no ulti coming from the cross. Still does get the kill. Air strike. Oh, the Leech coming with the ulti, pulling it through, and the gaze. Ages of Immortal now disabled. Oh, Blight coming for a blink call now, pulling away one of the essentials down now. Necrofrost in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he's going to manage to get that go shroud quick enough. Oh, a TP out from Treant is not going to be enough. Did get
Tiny ball back, TP into the outpost top, but they've got vision there. They know he's there.
Ooh, Tiny not in a good position. Yeah. Was that a? No, they won't chase him down. They're looking at... The Game Exchange is really looking on getting those towers pushed down. I mean, they only have one tier 1 tower so far.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a risk, but Medusa's farm... I mean, Mr. Jones is getting back at it. He's already got the Eye of Squatty down. I mean, that does give essential tankiness and everything else. It does help a lot in terms of the level 25 trait, and that's what Mr. Jones is trying to reach. There is the steal there from Santa. Is it going to come through? What is still? No, he stole. Oh, he stole the snake. He did use it, but it's not enough. Oh, Tiny coming in with the blink. Sparkles just managed to get the avalanche off, just backing off rather. It's not a good idea to initiate. Oh, a festival coming in with a nice tornado with the EMP. Ooh, no mana and a cold snap.
More just harassment to keep them out. They want that tier 2. But
Your
now,
middle tower
with
is
the
under
entire
attack.
Salt back, they're going to have to fight for it.
Well, the Game Exchange is really trying to buy as much time as possible. They just want to get as much leverage as they can in terms of their net worth and their XP range.
Just when it seems that Salt is getting the upper hand on them, the Game Exchange just does something incredible. Wins
Oh,
an
most
amazing
definitely,
team fight.
yes. But they do need their rotation. They do need to cover more ground. They don't. Unfortunately, they only have one tower. But that is gonna... Late game, that could change very quickly. I mean, looking at their team fight possibility is just something else. Oh, Mars coming in with a ulti down. It's not going to be enough. Blight blinking in with a call. Oh, here's the ulti from Leech. Is there going to be a gaze called? No. Sparkles comes in with a blink and avalanche and a toss. Oh. Mr. Jones really mopping from behind now. What is he going to do? The team fight just isn't looking so great for Salt right now. Blight rather blinking out and TPing. Oh, the Blight caught down. How does he manage to get... Oh, is there Agnum Scepter on the Leech already? No, there's not.
He got speared and he is out. And who gets the kill? None other than Medusa.
Oh, Blight. What a crazy... Like, they just... Like, the game has changed. I mean, their name perceives them, definitely.
Yep. And Medusa's going for a Satanic now.
Oh, Medusa's going for a Satanic. That extra lifesteal is going to definitely help in this situation. Also helps with excess tankiness.
Radiant just fortified.
Not even level 25 yet. Mr. Jones is definitely getting that net worth up as much as he can.
Defend your top tower.
Oh, here comes the ulti down there from Evoker. Is it going to be enough?
Your bottom tower is under
No,
attack.
Chief coming with the gaze. Oh, there's ulti from Slevin.
Tower is under attack.
And Medusa does manage to get the kill on Jones. Mr. Jones is managed to get it through. Oh,
Defend your top tower.
Treant and Santa is definitely pushing up the bottom lane here, just buying enough time.
Cancelling that TP.
Your top tower is under attack. You know,
Ooh,
just
there
to
is a
take
bit of
her
trouble
up,
there by Chief.
the price is right. And here's a fortification from Radiant.
I mean, the game has
Defend your
changed.
tower.
Hanging around
changed,
here,
pushing
taking
to
the top
top.
by Radiance. Yeah, they are getting some here now. Necrophos does manage to get the Ghost Shroud off and the Death Pulse. Is it going to be enough just to get away? Yes, just. CL almost
Your
in
top
trouble.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, they definitely taken that tier 2.
Well, they've managed to
And
take
Medusa's
it.
running away with the net worth.
The Invoker's not doing half bad considering that he was mid. Fire Festival is managing to get back where he missed out on.
Considering where the Invoker's stats were, I mean, even just kill-wise, he's definitely making a decent comeback now.
Most definitely. Or is there going to be a rush down? There is a double damage for the Medusa. Medusa does pick it up. Mr. Jones looking getting killed. Here's the blink call in there from Mars. No, Necrophos just buys enough time for the ELSA to get the blink out there. CL definitely on the curb there.
That was some proper play from CL.
Oh, quick thinking from the Necrophos side.
Yeah. Using himself and that timing on the blink afterwards, just perfect.
Oh, the amount of farm that like Salt knows that they're gonna have to try and stick as close as possible to each other, just to get the excess possibility to push through now and get those racks.
A Lich Treant battle going down in the bottom lane, but he's got a lot of company now.
There's a spear coming through. Does manage to get the Treant down. Latch through. Oh, they don't know where he is. Spamming abilities. Hoping they get something. Fire just not managing to budge that kill there.
Rubik de-warding their mid, but Undying coming in with
Defend your middle
counter
tower.
walls.
There's something different going on here.
One thing that is very, very evident is the warding situation.
Defend your bottom tower.
Look at the
It's
game
quite
has
crazy. They're all
changed. They
pushing
got
bottom lane up
vision.
now. Ooh, Medusa is definitely pushing bottom tower now. Mr. Jones isn't giving them time to breathe now. Second, or their first tier tower does go down.
Your top tower is
Oh,
under
here comes a
attack.
nice team fight here from
Yes,
Treant.
Treant.
No, Treant just bugging around, not really just pushing them off. Of course, yeah, maybe buying some space and
Your
time.
top tower is under
There
attack.
is a push there
Hiding
from
in the back.
Salt on
Twist
top.
myself.
Santa is pushing through. Buying enough time. These two catapults pushing
Your
that top
bottom
tower.
tower
down.
is under attack.
Ooh, they're pushing hard.
Your
Top.
top tower
Here
is
comes the
under attack.
rotations. First one in Medusa.
Oh, Medusa just
Defend your
ignoring
bottom tower.
catapult.
Going
Does
for the
come.
chase.
Invoker is pushing through now. I see if he can get the tornado down.
Oh, completely misses him.
Necrophos and the Rubik manages to TP out.
Completely misses him.
Necrophos's farm's insane with that Radiance is just managing to push through, like through the roof with net worth. But apart from that, I mean the Medusa is eventually taking the lead, net worth and XP wise. That's those modifiers are almost kicked in and sitting at level 24. Mr. Jones is still trying to get at that level. As soon as Mr. Jones is there, it's going to be quite a bit of trouble for Salt.
Well, we seem to have the team of Salt pushing here bottom, but they are without their Tiny, who is in the mid lane. No, I think that... What was that? A bait?
That could have been a bait
Just
for sure.
Your bottom
baiting
tower
out
is under
the
attack.
team of Game Has Changed just to rotate bottom.
Yeah, like I said, misdirection always leads the way. You never know what's going to happen.
There's still some of them hanging around down here. We got the treant there
Most
by the shop.
definitely.
Got the Rubik.
Well, there is some farming down here from the game exchange. Tornado is to follow up through by the Invoker. Oh, thinking he can catch a tree, and Trent does manage to pull out the overgrowth
Radiant's
just to
courier
get
has been
away.
killed.
Oh, there.
Yeah, he
the
did not
sentries
see
here.
the sentry just put down.
Oh, he's hiding
There
there.
he
They
is.
see him. Oh, here comes the spear and the dust of appearance. Here's the gaze. He's not going to come down. Here's the.
He's not gonna
He's on
stay
track to
back.
follow up.
Why does
Five. Wow. Five Festival just managed to get that assisted Sunstrike off. They do have quite a bit of vision though.
Oh, just look at how that Necro just he looks at the creeps.
It's a weird vision top though. I mean, that was just planted from not much vision throughout. That just gives slight vision.
Mm.
But it's a definitely a hidden way. They can't really see it much.
Defend your top tower.
Oh, there's two of them. Okay,
Rubik
one just to
blinking
grab.
out, but
Hey, take a look
Two
at
of them
your
so
bottom
far.
tower.
Medusa is a little bit tankier and the survivability with the lifesteal is something else. Especially with that neutral mindbreaker item that Medusa has.
Rubik blinking in.
Oh, there is an ulti down.
Rubik might be in trouble.
Comes the axe. Oh, there's the exact same ult. Rubik
Top tower.
to get it down,
The full
but
rotation's coming. Invoker goes down. Tiny gets stunned as he's trying to TP out.
oh, the Jin trying to buy time here.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My flesh.
Good Necro going on top. That was a quick rotation there by the game exchanges.
Very quick rotation.
Salt is just managing to utilize the space that they've been created. Here's a totem to assist with that lane to get pushed out there.
The Mars taking that bottom tower.
What a bounty!
Weird build on Invoker
There's
there, going
Medusa coming in with
Air Disc.
TP boost.
What a bounty!
Knowing about the
Medusa
tree
is
and the
solo
axe
bottom.
right there.
There can
Is
be
it a
only
good
one.
idea for Mr. Jones to be solo bottom? It is going to rotate top there. Is it a good idea? Oh. Not to her, just letting him slip away there, but not much. Ooh, there's a nice little ability there for Medusa. Is he going to? Oh, he's rather going to use that one. Mr. Jones has
He's
picked up a
taking
nice
the
new
ninja
item.
gear.
Oh, you see his Invoker does see the treants.
And there is the ulti from Mars again, just
There's the ulti call there from Mars.
stays right there.
Ooh, a nice alacrity assist there from Fire Festival.
Your middle tower is
Treant
under
having to
attack.
get out.
Oh, they are utilizing the space now. They are pushing. The game has changed just now. Not giving them a chance to breathe here.
You realize your middle
It's
tower.
going to take an amazing team fight now to push this, to turn this entire game around. Is there going to be an upper ground team fight now? They're keeping the lane split pushed, yeah. Mr. Jones is harassing on the side.
Going around.
My
Looks
gratitude
like
is
the rest of
yours.
the generation just going around to go and join Mr. Jones in the bottom.
Hey, take a
Better
look at
red
your
than
Buyback from
dead.
Axe.
A weird pick there
I think
from.
we might be seeing
This is
side
really
fight.
tanky with 1000 pull. Yeah, here comes with the ulti. Oh, Necropus coming with the ulti as well. Does manage to get the kill down. Blight with the blink in the core. It's going to be enough. Oh, he doesn't manage to make it out. Mars coming with the spear through. Does push him back. Invoker managing, just not giving them chance to breathe here. Oh, what a mess on the tornado. There's a toss and avalanche just to follow up as well. Both of them are open. Is not even looking good yet for Fire Festival. Well, Ilscepter does get pulled in. It's not going to be enough. That Radiance does mop him down.
He's chasing this Mars down hard. Hands down goes Mars. That is the entire team of Game has changed down. You gotta be thinking.
CL does manage to get that thing. That's the team fight we were expecting there
Yeah.
from Salt. That was the team fight I was talking about earlier. Buybacks were involved as well, but there is 28 seconds left on the Leech and the Undying. But do you really think that will be enough to
You gotta be
defend?
thinking they're gonna push now to try and end this. There comes the buyback.
There's the buyback from Mars. What are the buyback statuses though? There is buybacks on the Rubik Tiny. There's no buybacks on the game has changed, so they've saturated
tower is under attack.
what they could out of the team fight
Defend your
that
top
they just
tower.
had. There were buybacks already involved.
Necro going for that top tower.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Necro's
top
on
tower
the
is
top
under
tower,
attack.
but with the bottom tower being pushed as well. They're splitting this.
Yeah, the entire lane was split completely, but
Your
they
top
have.
tower is under attack.
Salt does have a bit of issue top though. Will it be enough to have that lane defended? There isn't a buy time unless the game has changed as TP boots. They can quickly TP top and just buy them top. Oh, here comes a blink in there. Yeah, Undying has come in. The game has changed.
There shall be
Let's
shankers
go down.
by
Necrophos
Unlife
Ciel is just managing to Ghost Shroud is what he has. He's got an Agnum Scepter, which is going to help him a lot in terms of all the abilities that he has. I mean, increased Hot Stopper, aura damage while Ghost Shroud is active, reduces Ghost Shroud cooldown. I mean, to like a passive ability boost and a ability that's on hand that you can use. I mean, these neutral items are getting pushed, sitting at 44 minutes in the game already.
This Medusa is sitting with quite the build, and she's got that ninja gear.
Oh, yeah, for the smoker deceit, yeah, most definitely. That will help in terms of getting away.
Agility added just by that.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It does look at the movement speed on the Medusa alone with the travel boots.
This is good.
As the game has changed, have they got something different here? Oh, there's a smoke on on himself. He's going to use this initiation to see if he can get into rush pit. Mr. Jones looking if he can just extend here.
Checking if there is anything going down in rush pit, and he sees
Yeah.
there's the tiny, there's the axe.
That smoke does break, then they know they're in vicinity. Yes, they're on the other side.
The smoke broke, but
No, they're going in. Where's this Mars ulti being called? Mars ulti has been called for some reason. Was it an accidental ulti call?
it had to be right because there's
Could have been an
nothing else
accidental.
happening there.
Hot City,
Running back in there.
Outpost being taken by Missy into Chief.
Oh no. Medusa
Using
tried.
this time
They
to
tried
stay.
to do a little bit of a rush there, but it
a
wasn't
reconnaissance.
happening.
That should help.
The tankiness and the damage output is just not enough. I mean, the tankiness, yes, but the damage output, not so much. But that's where a nice Mjolnir will come in. But I think they're just saving for their buybacks at the moment. But Medusa does have buybacks saved up. As well as... Oh, just the Medusa, actually.
What's it doing? They keep getting Salt keep getting in behind. Game has changed every time, whether it's the Necro coming in behind with the Radiance, the Axe with the Counter Helix, or
Hey, take
The-
a
Yeah,
look
but
at this.
Salt does manage to keep all lanes pushed up.
yeah, they're keeping those lanes, they're keeping them available for them to go in
See.
there. This
No.
rush is
Salt is bought top bottom, they've created space. Oh, he has the totem called just to avoid that those racks from being attacked.
tiny ulti in there, with 3 trees in there, but all he hit was
He
rush.
has the blinking through from Mars and the spits pull up, and he does call a little bit off. He has the shield bash. It's going to be enough for Tiny to get out. No sparkles, he's in a bit of trouble. He doesn't make it.
With the ages.
Mr. Jones not giving him a chance to run away, and there seems to be a chase on Blight. He does manage to get a blink out, luckily avoiding an unfortunate death. He is going a weird build. He's going Heaven's Hellbard. Axe for the Heaven's Hellbard. That's interesting. I mean, that could work, yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, Slevin just coming in there with the passive toggle. Oh, he has the blinking call from Blight. Yeah, comes with the gaze. Is it going to be enough? Blight won't be able to make it as a Sunstrike to follow up. Oh.
And Medusa's not playing around.
First of all, does get the kill off from Blight. Oh, Slevin not giving Sansa a chance to get away. Yes, the axe through on their own racks.
Can't wait to see what
Necrophos
will
is gonna make it out.
next.
Oh, here comes. Oh, here's a nice blast coming through. Here's the ulti from Ruby. Isn't it enough? Oh, there's a follow up there by Leech's ulti. Chief does manage to get that down. Sparkles is getting.
Your middle
Game
tower
has
is under
changed,
attack.
doing well in these team fights, but they need to take that tower if they want.
I mean,
Putting real pressure on them, you know, and as
Treant
long as that tower's up-
Protector's passive, like healing, and with the tier item that they're using just to buy
Your
enough
middle tower
time.
is under attack.
Oh, but the middle
Is it
tower
gonna be
does
enough time,
fail.
though? With the Necro out for 90 seconds, the Medusa just
Your middle barracks are under
Medusa's
attack.
not giving him a chance. Mr. Jones definitely stuck in jungle, and he did get the farm that he needed. He is ahead with net worth.
he's
Not much he could have
way
done about
ahead
it.
of net worth. I wouldn't be surprised
Defend
to
your
see
top
it
tower.
being
Coming
called.
down with the spirit well. Spirit vessel just isn't going to be enough to get that cold snap running down. They are going to push
top
straight
tower
through
is
to try and
under
end this as quick as
Yep.
possible. Is a Alacrity boost on Mr. Jones. Oh, Avalanche in from Sparkles. Is it going to be enough though? The BKB popped there by Mars, ensuring that they go for this victory. Oh, blink call from Blight. No, the axe to follow up.
That Aegis is
That's
still up, that Aegis is still
Blight
available.
is helping out. Oh, there's a leech
Your
call
ancient is under
down.
attack.
There's a split up, and it is quickly utilized by Salt. But it won't be enough, which is just going to ensure.
Game.
The radiant ancient lies in ruin.
Game going to the game has changed.
Game has changed. Wow.
They turned that around.
That is insane, folks. But
Did
in
not
terms
see
of like
that
the whole
turn
game,
coming.
what did you expect out of it?
Well, Salt were doing so good in the beginning. I was honestly expecting them to just run over GHC towards the end, but the Medusa getting the farm up, and then the team just started clicking. Their strategy started working. And at the end of the day, I mean, with the Medusa that strong, and the rest of the team just complementing the Medusa, they couldn't really do anything.
Well, they couldn't have done much because I mean, like you said, Medusa's net worth after a while was just unstoppable. Salt struggled so much against the game has changed, but eventually the game has changed. So a very unexpected game, very great game, that's for sure. Did dig
Yeah.
into like a long game, but that was well
That
worth it.
was a good game.
Yes.
We will be taking a short break before the next game will happen. We will see you in a few.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, guys. Following up from the first game, Salt Dosa versus the game has changed. The game has changed has really given us a great team
It's
fights
giant.
and unexpected victory. Actually, I mean, a very good one, but unexpected. So yeah, I mean, as a June now, we get to watch the second game as it go. It's the second game on ELSA Season 1 qualifier. So what do you think Salt's going to be banning now this time?
10 seconds.
Honestly, I don't know.
What's
The
Radiant's
previous
battle
game, they
plan
had a very
anyway?
clear plan. It worked very well in their favor in the beginning, and then game has changed, just changed it up completely when they started making their comeback. So I honestly, I can't even, I don't know what Salt will do. Do they stick to their
What's
original
Radiant's
plan?
battle plan?
They could change it up a bit. There is another
There's the Mars ban.
Snapfire ban as well.
I'm wondering if that Mars ban was in a reaction.
I mean, it could have been. Yeah, they did. The game has changed. Did play a very decent Mars with their ulti pull-offs.
Yeah, the
One
Mars caused a
unexpected one.
lot of trouble for them by not allowing
It's
them to get
Dire's
out.
Oh, there's a Morphling ban there from the game has changed. Void Spread ban as well. Like Void Spread is really it's a high banned hero in this season 1 qualifier.
Yeah. Well, we've seen what he can do, so
Most definitely. I mean, there is
10 seconds.
a bit of a mind-boggling decision to make between both sides. Yeah.
5 seconds.
because
I mean, the previous game, the net worth was just something else.
Salt was definitely in charge in the beginning of that previous game, and then
It's
the game has
Radiant's turn to
changed.
ban.
Just
Managed,
over.
they managed to work their way through, and with the team fights that preceded, it just was something else.
It's Dire's turn to pick.
There's a Centaur War on a ban from the game has
It's Radiant's
changed.
a lot of.
Ooh, there's a Slaughter pick
And
from
we got,
Salt. Oh, we're seeing something here of the
well, we've
offlane or
got
the
two
safe
bans
lane.
from Salt that caused them some trouble in the previous.
I know, most definitely. The combo that the game has changed had definitely helped them in late game and early game. I mean, mid late game.
It's
That
Radiant's
was
turn to pick.
they brought it back.
Puck.
Ooh, a park pick. Game has changed definitely has something in store for us now. Is that will that be a support pack?
I don't know.
I mean, last time Amissian did play a good offlaner.
All I know is I always like when Puck is picked because you know something is
seconds.
going to go weird, you know.
Oh, something will
5 seconds.
usually go weird, yes. Okay, the game has changed. Digging into their reserve time now. I'll make sure this
It's
pick is actually
Dire's
decent
turn to
enough to pull through.
Winter
Ooh, into
wine.
Ivan.
That's interesting.
Just who will Dire ban?
Good pick. Oh, disruptive pick there by Salt. I see again they're going very team orientated, armor reduction, you name it. Stun, disabling. Slaughter is great for stun and disabling as well. With the passive and with the anchor smash. Or with the smash, sorry, not the anchor smash. That's Tyrant's ability, guys. Which we might see here as well. We might see a Tyrant here by Salt.
You
5
think so?
seconds.
I think there could be a Tyrant to pick, yes. I have strong feelings about that.
What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Troll Warlord ban them by Salt. We get that solo damage output just not send the game has changed favor again.
It's Dire's turn to ban.
There's a Nagasaran ban. It would have been a great pick for in terms of split pushing, but there's another hero there to watch out if they worry about split pushing as well. But with the Slaughter on the disruptor pick, they're gonna need something more tanky and viable for area effect as well. I mean, that's why I said
10 seconds.
the
Tide Hunter.
the Tide Hunter could be
5 seconds.
something along the lines of a pick there by Salt.
What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Oh, there's a Lifestealer ban. Lifestealer still is in the current meta. It's still strong enough. More solo hero bans there now by Salt. I mean, the Troll Warlord and the Lifestealer is quite a weird pick out here.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's Radiant's pick.
There's a Slark ban by Game has changed. What do you think the Game has changed in store for us now on their third pick? Seeing as they went to Puck and it went to Wyvern.
We got to get something tanky up in there, don't we?
They probably are going to pick the attack either third or fourth. The Game has changed does usually pick the mid hero usually on the third pick.
5
But
seconds.
I don't know if they're going to do the same thing. They haven't.
Yeah, I
The
think
Salt
it is.
hasn't banned a Timbersaw. I mean, that could maybe be a pick there by the Game has changed. But then again, the Slaughter does counter the Timbersaw.
Yeah, to a certain degree, definitely.
Dire should pick now.
Elder Titan.
Oh, is Elder Titan pick there by the Game has changed? That's not a bad pick.
Elder
There's more
Titan
area
is
for
never a
rating.
bad pick if he's being
If used
played by
properly.
the right person.
Yes, most definitely.
He has caused me many a headache in previous games.
Oh no, the mixed two of us.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Salt going into the reserve for the next pick.
Salt is gonna dig into the reserve a bit there.
It's Radiant's pick.
Oh, Zaz will devour. There's definitely maybe a hero, a mid hero pick there by Salt now. Sparkles was previously their mid as a tiny first game, so he could probably be taking the OD.
10 seconds.
Blight
be
will probably
interesting
go
to
on the
see.
Slaughter.
5 Dire should pick now.
A Pango.
Pangolier, well, the game has changed. It's something great for attack disable as well.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's not something you see get picked often in
Competitive match.
competitive matches.
10 seconds.
I mean, a decent Pango shouldn't be
seconds.
undermined.
No, never.
But he could easily be
Radiant's
countered with an OD.
Riki.
Ooh, a Ricky pick. I haven't
Okay,
seen a Ricky in a
things just
competitive
got
game in a while.
interesting.
Oh no, most definitely. This could be something different.
Ten seconds.
I'm very curious to see if
5 seconds.
game has changed, sticks to their plan or counters the Ricky.
Well,
They couldn't have been expecting that.
I think the game has changed. Probably did not expect the Ricky pick there by Salt. That's where they ban now. They dig into the reserve time when it comes to their ban. They're not sure what they want to ban next. Oh, there's a silence ban. It could have been a great pick for them, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we shall see. It's going to get
Just looking
interesting.
at that lineup, the Disruptor, the Odie, and the Ricky.
Oh, Disruptor and the Ricky. Oof. I don't think they will lane together. Their next pick will most probably be now
10 seconds.
their last two safe laners.
5 seconds.
Between the puck, I think the puck, they probably, the game exchange probably picked their mid hero first.
You're thinking the puck is going mid?
I think the puck could probably go mid unless their last pick is something more mid malleable. Mid-worthy.
Nah, I'm not seeing that puck mid.
It's
But
Dire's
let's see
turn
what
to
the... there's a Medusa banned by Salt.
Oh, that could have been a good ban.
That has to be a reactionary from the previous game.
That definitely was.
pick. 10 seconds.
Oh, what's next? We don't know what's gonna happen next
5
now.
What
seconds.
will Salt's final pick
Where
be?
is the pick by Salt?
I'm quite curious to see who takes what hero now.
They need something
No,
more
who's
tank
gonna-
viable.
Is Sparkles going to go for the OD?
Sparkles is most probably going for the ODS now, but Salt needs to pick them all. Tank offlane worthy hero, because I think the Disruptor and the Slaughter is going to go safe lane. But the Ricky will be on the offlane supporting. So, I mean, a DK or
You're
a
thinking Slaughter
Tide
safe lane for
Hunter.
Salt?
It could be, yes.
That would be
Slaughter and
interesting.
Disruptor safe lane, yeah. It's going to be different.
He can carry quite hard if he gets the farm. The
He
Slaughter.
could, yes, but if he gets an Agnum Scepter, the Slaughter is tanky enough to deal with his own, with what he has in plan. I guess that's if the Slaughter is going to rush the Agnum Scepter for the time being.
Salt down to almost 20 seconds of the reserve time. They are really struggling with their final pick.
Yeah, just a discussion coming out from Salt. I think they come to a final decision. Ooh, Vengeful Spirit.
Vengeful Spirit.
That's going to be the
very
Ricky and the
interesting
Vengeful
pick.
Spirit in the same lane. So I think the off lane's going to be the Slaughter and the Disruptor.
Phantom.
Oh, a PL
Choose
pick.
your hero.
That was immediate.
That was a very quick pick there by the game has changed.
And Mr. Jones taking that PL.
Oh, Mr. Jones and the PL. Sparkles, on
Sparkles
the
on
OD
the
as we
OD.
expected. Sansa on that beautiful Disruptor. Anyways, there's Blight on the Slaughter. Not a hero. Not a hero is an offlaner. So you're probably looking at the Venge and the Slaughter maybe being in the same lane, and the Ricky and the Disruptor in safe lane.
You think they'll go for Ricky as a hard carry?
Most probably, yeah. Hard carry Ricky is actually not half bad.
It all comes down to vision at that point.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, it always comes down to vision and rotation and net worth and XP and all that stuff. Now, this is what we're going to wait for on both teams now, especially with the previous game that we had, where game has changed, just literally surprised all of us. And it was an interesting team fight from both sides, no doubt.
And definitely they gave us some good team fights. Some nice pick-offs. It was a fun game to watch.
It was really a fun game.
Fun team to cast.
I'm listening to a video from Salt. Oh, well, looking at both teams.
Where are you watching?
Oh, we'll see which positions everyone comes down for. Do I see any smoke on anyone? No smoke. Well, I mean, the Elder Titan is taking the role of offlane by the game has changed. But, obviously the previous game where they did get they managed to get the Assault did manage to get the gank off, but is it going to be the same as last game? I see the Disruptor and the Disruptor and the Slaughter in the same lane offlane.
That's a nice combo, I think.
That's probably
that
the
does
best
mean
combo
we're
there.
probably looking at a Ricky in the safe lane. Okay, well, game has changed. Have 4 here in the bottom.
Was that intentional?
Thunderstrike already taken there on the Disruptor, followed by Blight. having Slitherine Crush just to get their extra stun going.
And there
Missing
is-
does spot the 2, but
and there are no smokes there.
bots
Though.
in there, but the game has changed. Are they looking at
Kobe
getting
is
it?
waiting there for the.
Oh, Venge's not in the right place. Chief, Elder Titan is going to go and roll that through. Is he going to put down his... Oh, he does come through. There's the crush.
Whoa.
Does he get the hit down? Oh, he does get the hit down, but he's not going to get the last... No, he won't get the last hit. Just
Escapes there.
Instantaneous salve use there by Blight.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were right. The puck is
Mr.
mid.
Jones. Oh, a decent mid puck. I think that will make Odie
Oh, this is
a bit
interesting.
of a
Right
struggle
now,
lane, eh?
right now we've got the Pango versus the Ricky 1v1 in the.
Oh, so they're
top lane.
tri-laning. We could be looking at a tri-lane with both sides.
Actually,
Both
got a-
teams, eh?
possible gank already mid. With Disruptor going in there. No, Disruptor's TPing top.
What? Look at the Ricky. He's really hauling down the Pango. Oh, here comes the blink. No. Is CL going to make it through? No, he's not. He's rather going to back off.
Yeah, he's gonna back off. Disruptor did TP in. Ooh, Blight might go down here bottom. And there we go. First blood goes to GHC.
First blood.
Mr. Jones.
Let our great combat begin.
Oh, Elder Titan just getting out there by the brim here. Almost seeing his life deplete completely.
And they are definitely
Oh,
tri-laning.
there's the rotation
bottom
down now. Disruptor did go and assist bottom now. Looks like he's on top. It's a Disruptor and the Ricky. Ricky really just giving a bit of an issue to Slevin. CL's not giving him a chance to breathe, keeping him out of lane. That does put him
Slevin
third. Puts him second in the Networth lead. Oh, he has the blink. Is he going to pull off the tricks of trade? No, he's rather just going to keep it safe. He's going to do it. Yes, he's going to do it. No, no, it won't be enough.
Oh, that was
Oh,
that was very close.
Slevin just managing to get out of there just. If Ricky did proc that extra damage count, he would have not had a... Slevin would not have had a good evening there.
There's tri-lane in the bottom.
Oh, there is mangoes used here by Puck. That means the net worth range is sitting in his favor for now. He's third on the log. Salt Ricky going, Slevin going down there by the Ricky.
Yeah, completely missed it, but it should have seen that coming. The
Chief
Ricky
is in a
is
bit of trouble with the
playing
Ricky.
very aggressive.
Oh, Ricky is getting the farm that he needs. Disruptor is there to assist where he can. Playing rather playing it safe.
got the slot
CL
guard
just
down
playing it
here.
safe.
Pretty low.
Oh,
And looks like
Mr.
the
Jones
tri-lane
already
has
having a
now-
wraith band already.
The tri-lane has now stopped. The Elder Titan has rotated top.
Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, there is a Radiant gank down there by Disruptor. Wow, it's an extra gold save. Yeah, Disruptor calling down the
Oh,
Thunderstrike isn't
Slevin getting
getting
out of there just in time, but he still might be chased down. I
Oh,
think.
is there gonna?
and
There's a
there's the
blink down. Slevin goes down. Well, that does put Ricky
Yes,
in the
Ricky
lead with
is-
net worth. Ricky is getting the farm that he needs. Already got 2 Wraith Bands up. Getting enough just for the salve as well. I mean, so far, the top lane for Salt is not looking half bad. Again, they're in the lead with kills in terms of that. Salt, not a hero, getting a kill there on Messian. I mean, they do have a sentry here, but I don't think it's enough.
Oh, they're going on the Elder Titan top. He's going down. This Ricky is causing them
Titan
all sorts
goes
of chaos.
down.
top.
Ricky is managing to get the farm mop-ups now as well. Got 2 Wraith Bands down.
Oh, we got a DC.
Obviously, Wraith Band's still on its way.
Yeah, the Wraith Bands are still on the way.
Yes. So we're looking at mid here. Both sides seem to be having a fair game between each other. Odie is sitting second on the net worth board. The last hits and denies, the puck and the Odie are very neck and neck to each other. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
They're not. They're really on the same range here in terms of last hits and denies. So their farm is more or less the same. I mean, 5 festivals going for the three null talisman bolt.
I didn't know you could call a timeout for more.
Oh, what is happening here?
Not a lot of pushing going on bottom.
Dyer's courier has been
Not
killed.
much,
Ricky's
but
a-
they're looking at
Ricky's
top here.
again
There is a bit
causing
of trouble
trouble
there
for
by
Slevin.
Slevin. There is a disrupted lightning strike call. That's at level 2. It's not going to be enough.
Pango goes down
Sleep doesn't
again.
come down.
And the cheeky tip by Ricky.
Your top tower is under attack.
Oh, well, I mean, looking at bottom here, there is a stun coming down there
Mr.
by Not
Jones
Hero
going
taking
down,
Mr. Jones
and-
out. Is there going to be a double kill follow up there by the Blights? No.
No.
There is a cold
There's a
embrace cooldown.
rotation.
Oh, the Slevin does come in with the swashbuckle, getting the kill off there on Not Hero. What a rotation there by Slevin. Oh, Santa really pushing down. This supports Chiefs not having that enough damage output. Oh, Spock does come with a rotation. He's gonna go. Oh, he does manage to get the imprisonment down. Is he gonna get the kill
Trouble.
out? Yeah, it is.
He's trying to get the neutrals to take him out.
The
but he did
neutrals
not
won't be
succeed.
enough. Chief will unfortunately go down there.
now we're
Getting
looking at,
Spock is getting the kill.
The Phantom Lance up against the Ricky. This should be really interesting.
This is something different.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Jones is coming out there with the doppelganger. This is not going to be enough here.
Stun.
The lightning strike is on. Oh,
Mr. Jones getting saved there.
there's a
by
splinter
Om-
blast here from Omniscient, and the puck rotation comes down to the ulti and just takes down CL.
And Salt retreating.
Salt retreating. They definitely don't want to overextend their base now because they don't have much vision down. They have vision in the lane, but this is Salt's vision down, and through aggressive ward through there as well.
Salt's getting some decent vision down.
Salt
Something that they, in my opinion, seemed to lack a bit the previous game.
yeah, Santa looks like he's Hero is yet to assist Ricky from getting. Yeah, is the stun gonna come down? Yes, it is. Hero just disabling Mr. Jones. TP down. Is it gonna be enough? Here's a thunder strike. While the disruptor, will it be enough? Down? No.
Mr. Jones goes down.
Jones goes down. Oh, here's the stun there from Hero as well, followed up with the Wave of Terror with that armor reduction. CL's farmers are not looking half bad. They are definitely making sure that the hero,
It's not looking half bad at all.
the Ricky gets
And
the
the
farm.
Slardar is on his own down here. And he doesn't seem to be struggling too much, but he might be in trouble now.
Your top tower is under
Oh, it could be,
Oh,
but
no.
he's gonna land down. He's leveled. He's bashed the deep up completely. He's seeing if he can proc those chances. There is gonna be a kill down on Chief though. Yes,
He
here
should
comes
get
the
Chief. There goes
kinetic
Chief.
field down. Oh, there's the puck
Oh,
rotation and
the
the ulti,
Slardar's
but it's
gonna-
not gonna be
is the
enough.
Slardar
He's gonna
gonna-
break the
at
link.
the end of it.
He's gonna break.
Yeah.
Oh, he broke the link.
Broke the link.
Fire Festal got the kill.
Retract your last
Disrupt is going
Even
down as
just
well if he
rotating
doesn't.
through the swashbuckle sitting at level
tower
3.
is under attack.
They chased him far.
Wow,
Just kidding now.
the rotation was a little bit quick on the game has changed side.
Yeah, we got Ricky down here now.
Yeah, it's something different.
I'm wondering, is Ricky looking for Mr. Jones now, or? Because the rotations are coming quick and fast.
Well, the rotations from the game has changed. It's just almost
If you look
instantaneous.
top, there's a big fight happening top. Can he get it off? No, could not get a bash on that with the
Oh,
Wyvern, but he's
Wyvern is a
chasing.
bit
He doesn't like. He wants
He's
the
all too
Wyvern
burnt
out.
down, just fly over the trees. There's gonna be enough. Ooh, there is a doppelganger through pull out there by
Blight
Blight.
might go down here though. He's being
Ooh,
chased
Mr.
hard
Jones
by
is
Mr.
going
Jones.
through. Will he get that Splinter Cell? Oh, Splinter
Oh,
lost
the puck comes in
He's
and
coming
he
with the
takes
rotation.
it.
With a high click right there. With a nice illusionary orb just to get a little bit of mobility
Defend your
down.
bottom tower.
Odie is getting the farm.
We've got
Sparkles
Ricky
is managing to
tower
get the farm down.
diving
There is.
his
Oh, there's all
top
cooled down by
opponent.
Puck. There is assistance. Will it be enough though? No. The 5 Festivals just taking it easy right now. Oh, there is a kill there by Sparkles by Messi. Oh, what an
It's
ulti there by
happening
the
everywhere right
Sage
now.
Eclipse. Yeah, no, this teams are all over the place. There is Chief rotation as well. He's only sitting at level 4 with his boots and his wand. He's saving up for a buckler. I mean, if you look at the gold, Ricky is sitting first on top of the log. So they're definitely trying to push and make sure that CL gets enough farm to be able to help the team fights.
Tower is under attack.
He doesn't even have Smoker to siege yet.
Other way around,
Smoke's
We
free.
have a fight happening here top that could see Chief
Oh,
going
Chief
down.
is in a bit of problem. Is he going to go down? Is the Slider Blight's going to come through? No, he has the bash come through. He's going to TP out. Is going to be enough? No, he gets
No,
relocated.
he's relocated.
Gets
but
disabled. Santa literally just catching him out.
Mere coin.
Precious bounty.
Invisibility.
Ricky down there just
Down.
pushing
Yes,
in
Ricky
behind the
is
tower, letting his
putting
creeps do the
aggressive
work.
down. I mean, they do have aggressive
Oh,
warning.
Ricky has caught Slemon.
take a look at your
Ah, he rolls out.
I hope you're getting something out of this.
Seven using his rolling,
Using his
rolling
ulti to
thunder.
get away from Ricky, because Ricky has made his life hell this game so
Oh, but
far.
Ricky does not even have a smoke screen yet, but he doesn't know that. CL did play that tricks of trade there. So maxing out his blink strike and his tricks of trade. Getting as much damage out there as possible.
Yeah, he does not seem to be caring too much about
The smoke screen.
silence. Yeah, he just wants
Yeah,
to
the
do
smoke screen is
damage.
just not non-existent right now. But I mean, it does help in terms of what he's looking for. He is carrying and looking for mobility. The puck is sitting now bottom lane, but does that mean the Ricky will get his smoke left? There's no vision there by the game has changed.
I got the majority of
So if
Salt
Ricky
down here.
Salt is getting ready to make sure get a
Odie
gank
taking
bottom. Oh, Odie's a little bit out of position.
a little bit out of
But it
position.
looks like he's gonna
but
get
he's got his
looks like he's gonna get a gank down. There is rotation there by the Pango, but there's no regen. Odie does come in with the imprisonment. Chief is not gonna make it through now. He has the silence
Chief
and
gets caught and Chief goes
kinetic
down.
field. Puck coming down with the ulti. The 5 Festival coming through with the silence. Oh, Ricky is still latched through. Oh no, the puck's not gonna make it. Oh, the ulti call on CL.
Oh, and
Just
Ricky goes down. That was
disabling,
very well played
just
by-
disabling CL on Messi and just getting a kill down there. Oh, he has the Pango with the Rolling Thunder, but it's not going to be enough.
He
Is
gets
it? No,
swapped
is
and
enough?
he goes down.
Oh, there's not enough shield
Salt
crash.
is running rampant right now.
Salt is just running right aggressively behind their towers.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
But I mean, Mr. Jones is pushing top tower secretly, where they're not entirely. He's getting his free farm as well.
Bottom tower.
Bottom tower being taken down by Salt.
You realize your middle
There's the
tower is
first
under
tier 1 tower down
attack? Dire structures are fortified.
to Salt. They are in a 10. Salt is in a 10 kill lead though, hey?
Yep, 10 kill lead, a 5k lead. And the gold department. And they seem to be rotating out now, Salt.
Well, I mean, Santa is slowly working his way through. Does have his tranquils and his raindrop.
Oh,
Or is there going to be a relocate call? There is going to
be.
be a relocate. He's counting that one down. He's rather just going to leave it. Oh, yes, Puck with a 5 Festival down with the ulti. He has the latch down. He has the Rolling Thunder from Pango. But it does
First
almost
dodge of
become a
that.
miss. Oh, is it going to come through? Venge does come through with the swap, but it's not going to be enough. The swashbuckle is up again. Is he going to pull it? Yes, he does. Does disable the OD. Oh, there's the imprisonment
yeah.
called through
Oh,
by
he's
the
gonna
disruptor.
go down
Is there a
there.
good idea? No, here comes the smash there by the slaughter. Oh, Winter Wyvern coming in with the Winter's Curse. Omniscient just disabling that team fight. They're completely Blight's
Slaughter
not going to be able to make
completely
it
on
through.
his
He
own,
does go
and he
down.
gets taken out.
Slevin
And
doesn't
just
make it
like
through.
that, game has changed. Take a fight. Just how they did it in the previous
gets
game.
a kill off of there. That was close. Ricky coming in behind. There is. There's no. He's gonna
tower
play
diving
aggressive.
extremely hard, and here comes the
The
rotation.
blink is up already, but I don't think he's. Oh, there is a sign stood from Ricky. Is a bit of a greedy play there by Seal. He does go
And
down.
he goes down. Ooh, and the cheeky tip back. Look at that.
Ooh. Tips going all over the place, guys.
Make no mistake, if those are cheeky tips, those are.
Coming through with the quick TP through as well as imprisonment by Sparkles. This is going to be enough. Oh, the puck
Not a
does
hero
manage to get behind the
surviving that
tower.
by the skin of his teeth, but he's being chased by
There's a
Seven.
silence there by five.
And he goes down.
Is it going to be? Oh, no, he does get blink out. Oh, no. It's not going to be enough. Oh, he's going to get the kill on. Oh, Fairfire does go down.
Visitors to the outer dark.
3 kills by Sparkles. The OD just
Why prolong the inevitable?
destroying.
Oh, he's just mopping back down here, but he needs that regen.
Coming.
Are they going to manage to take their second first tier tower down now?
You might wish to retract your last move.
Winter Wyvern's got Winter's Curse up. Also got invisibility, but there is a sentry here by Salt. I don't think it will be a good idea to get that excess range going down, so he needs to watch out. Oh, there is now an Arctic Burner. It won't be enough. There is a one used by Sparkles. Just. Verify just right-clicking that catapult. Just don't want to have too much issues in that position.
To have this.
Oh, there's a sentry disabled by Omniscient. Much vision there on him though. He's definitely going to be planting aggressive wards. There is no wards that
The
Salt
Sparkles
has
is
planted in their own jungle.
he's very low in the jungle there. I mean,
He's buying as much time as possible.
if he got caught out there, phew. Okay, he seems to
That
be
was
heading
not a
back to
look
base
good
for some
for him.
regen. Okay.
Sparkles is brushing his Aghanim Scepter next.
Looks like game has changed. We'll be pushing this tier 1 top. Will
Mr.
Salt
Jones is
defend
buying.
it, or will
Mr.
they
Jones
push
already almost having his diffusal blade. After this tower does go down, they should
back? There comes
be enough
Sparkles
for
to
that
get
and
in.
a kill. Ooh, there's the imprisonment. Here's a doppelganger through. Is it going to be enough? No, there's still ulti stacked. Oh, ulti used. There's a lot of damage getting output. Yes, this rotation right from the game exchange has just been on time. Blight's not sitting in a great position there. Oh, he does get disabled. He has the lash there
Oh, wow, nice play by the Ricky there.
from the puck. The puck does manage to get the link down, but it's not enough. Oh, there is still lightning strike on him. Venge and Ricky is pushing in. Why is the Ricky playing so aggressive?
So Ricky's been doing this quite
Ricky's
often, and he
playing
is
very,
dusted.
very aggressive.
He is dusted, so if he gets caught out now,
Defend your clock tower.
Oh, the Ricky goes down.
May you ride
A
on
greedy
never
play by
again.
CL. What was that, folks? That was a dead giveaway.
well, even with that, he's still sitting second on net worth, right behind the.
Well, he's
Odie.
still first in terms of gold per minute. He's ahead of everyone else. Net worth wise, yes, Odie is ahead.
Ricky is short
But
on
if they-
tail.
If Salt continues to miniaturize the amount of kills that they're giving out, then the game could end a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Illusion!
But they're trying to buy as much time here as possible. Game is just definitely utilizing their spare farm.
It's nice to see.
Ooh, there is a diffusal blade now. There is a blink down on the Ricky. Is gonna be enough? Oh, there's Mr. Jones. Here comes the sleep there by Chief.
Oh, just too late.
Just gonna miss it. Mr. Jones does go down.
Just too late. And the Ricky again
Takes the
showing,
lead for Networth.
He takes the lead for Networth, and he's showing why he's such a threat right now.
Most definitely. Here's the imprisonment from Sparkles. Oh, Fire Festival. Just watching out there by this. Mid tower still not taken down, nor is any of their first tier towers. They're all low though.
And does look like Light will be pushing for the top one. In comes the rotation from Omniscient.
There's a smoke down from Not a Hero Salt. It looks like they're going to get a gank down here on
They're gonna look for a
bottom
gang,
range.
but there ain't nobody there.
Will there be a gank down there? Let's see about what Ricky has in store for us. Cell is taking the outpost. Not really sure where they're at, but it is being taken. Chief does actually spot a difference there now.
He's looking for that. He's looking for Chief that Ricky. He
The,
likes the tower dive, so I would not be surprised if he.
He's close to the tower.
There-
Yes. Oh, there is a
there-
team. Oh, there's going to be a team fight here. If they don't watch out, they know that there's going to be issues. Oh, there. Puck does come down. Oh, oh, there is a latch down there from Puck. No, no.
And Venge gets caught in the latch. And
Venge
goes
not here.
down.
He's going to go down. Yeah. Unfortunate placement there by Venge.
Ricky
Looking
doing a
very
smart
little
thing and
here
falling
now.
back.
Winter Wyvern is just keeping Blight at bay.
Regeneration.
Oh, there's a complete relocate there by Disruptors. Santa just relocating a slaughter completely. Oh, there's
tried
a
to get that
doppelganger. Here it is
kinetic field
down.
in.
He sees it down. Oh, yeah, he's been. Oh no, Chief coming down with a nice. Splits down with a nice sleep down. Ooh,
Taking
Game
Blight
Exchange
down
really
there.
taking another toll down. What a team fight rotation. Quick rotation there by the Game Exchange.
Top tower goes down for
The Game
GHC.
Exchange lost the
Will they
second.
rotate bottom to try and save that, or do they keep pushing? Nope,
Phantom
it's a
Lance,
tower
Mr.
trade.
Jones pulling it out through. Yep, it was a tower trade. But then again, it was the tower that wasn't the lowest. It was also what it was there. Oh,
And there, Ricky.
there's the doppelganger
Ricky
coming down. Will it be down?
knows
No,
that
here's
they're
the
all there.
diffusal blade just to ensure a puck coming through with a nice waning rift. Fire Festival are really not giving them a chance to breathe. Middle is looking at Salt is looking at taking middle down. Another quick rotation down from Mr. Jones, just pushing that lane out.
I find it just fascinating how CL, the Ricky is.
Ooh, Odie is
playing-
coming to rotate down. There's not going to be any doppelganger. There's a silence down. Oh, not looking good for Mr. Jones. He does go down. Oh, Puck does get the Corrosive Haze, and he just uses his relocate there.
Ooh, and Santa taking out Chief there.
Chief not really liking the amount of silence that Disruptor had in store for him.
Steven
Slevin just rolling all over the place.
that.
Oh, there does get the blink down.
CL timed it just incorrectly. You could see exactly
almost
what he was
moved that
going
one
for
down.
there.
He would have gotten him very quickly because he does have the diffusal blade. Going for his Battle Fury next.
Do you realize our middle tower's under attack?
Well, looking at bottom, the game has changed. Winter Wyvern, Omniscient just managing. Yeah, the relocate comes down. Oh, there's going to be
coming.
imprisonment. Oh, Kinetic Field is down. Oh, Slaughter does get heal scepted.
Another one taking the puck out.
What a surprise.
Oh, there's
Got
still no
dusted,
Winter's
though.
Curse down. Oh, Ricky has been dusted down. Oh, Santa is going to go down there. Panga,
Yep,
Panga get
Santa
the last
goes
hits.
down.
Seven gets the last hits.
Oh,
Swashbuckle is
spotting-
almost on cooldown. They have spotted the Ricky. The Ricky is close by. Oh, Ricky coming down with the diffuser and the silence.
Too much damage.
Wow. Ricky definitely not giving them chance, just blinking and going straight for the trick or trade.
I mean, if you have to swap your disruptor for the puck, then that's a win.
Oh no, most
No, no.
definitely. I mean, the puck comes in with a nice silent waning rift. Oh, Chief is going to go down by Salt. He is a bit of out of position there.
I would not be surprised to see them hard
Your
pushing
middle
this bottom
is under
tower.
attack.
What a huge 5-man there by
Your
Salt.
bottom
We
tower
do
is
have top tower going down for Salt
Gamers
there.
change picking their tower. Salt forcing down. Odie's going to TP out. Will not hero mop up that team. Oh, Ricky coming with the tricks of trade. Oh, here we go. Missing, just coming with a heal. No, yeah, comes blind with a blink and oh, no, is it gonna make it out? No, there's a silence coming down there. Oh, Ricky through. Oh, is it gonna be enough? Will Blight make it out? It looks like he gets imprisoned,
Well,
but
not a
it's
hero.
Wyvern. Oh, he has ulti down there from Sparkles.
Not a hero doesn't make it out.
Mr. Jones, he has those splits down. Will it be enough? No, he doesn't recall. He's left. The tricks of trade is down. Is he gonna hit that down? Oh, there's a kill there by
Ricky
7.
goes
Ricky.
down.
CL doesn't manage
I
coming
think-
through. Will there be a swashbuckle? Swashbuckle down does get the triple kill. Will he fall up there with the ultra kill? Will it be enough?
Nah, he won't catch
That's you ruin
blind.
Ruddy instead.
He won't catch
They're
blind.
going to push down their middle
Not while
tower.
he's Guardian sprinting away.
No, I literally just made it those last 2 hits.
You realize your middle tower is under attack.
And Slevin taking that middle tower of
Slevin
Salt.
taking down the first tier tower. I mean, it is looking great in terms of his farm. He's going utility Pango. That is the good way to go, Pango. Nice haste rune. Bottle
Look at the
buff,
mango
first of
tree
all.
planted here.
I mean, both teams having vision in the same area, so they know how to stay away from that area. Mr. Jones is farming up. They're well aware of that. Ooh, there is a repair kit.
Well,
He's just going to leave the... Mr. Jones is leaving the repair kit for later collection.
No, Mr. Jones farming up in the previous game is, in my opinion, what ended up costing Salt the game.
Most
Leaving Mr.
probably, you know.
Jones to farm up. That
Oh, there
Medusa-
is a waiting rift coming through. The bottle does get collected. He has the haste. He has a relocate. Is the silence going to come through? No. Oh, no, it
There's
does.
the silence.
There's enough space. There's a waiting rift. Oh, he's going to make it out. There's the silence coming down. No, Vengeful Spirit is not going to be able to make it. Does get imprisoned by Sparkles. Oh, not a hero. Does go down there by Chief. Does get that Astral Spirit.
and
Last hit.
Salt having to retreat again.
Salt does retreat, yes. Both teams sitting at an even situation here right now.
Seems to be happening quite often where the team
But I
fight
mean-
will start out and
I mean, yeah, I know.
Middle tower is under attack.
someone in Salt's team will go down and they'll start retreating. And
Most
that
definitely.
seems to be how game has changed, is taking advantage, because every time that happens they either immediately go farm up or they pushing a tower.
Well, Puck's definitely got
Slim
his mobility
sneaking
down,
his way
does
out
cast
there.
those orbs at the right moments. There is going to be a 5-man here. Oh, Puck does rather get out of there instead. It's not a good place for
GHC is
Slevin and
running,
Mission
they
to
have
be.
no intention of
They're
fighting. but
chasing them down. I mean, Salt wants blood.
yeah, Salt
Look at
wants
this team
blood.
fight. Well, there's
I don't know if
three.
this is
There's
the-
3 9 bits. Waven does know what's up. Are they gonna? Is he gonna push through? He's gonna wait for the moments. He's gonna wait
They've
for the right
rotated
moments.
to the team fight.
He has the curse. Is it the curse gonna
Waving
be?
goes down
No.
immediately. Slevin comes in with the roll.
Dead zone with
He's rolling
Oh,
up.
there's a
Puck
waiting
is
rip
out.
down. Puck is quick on the hands down there. Well done, Festival. So now Salt definitely utilizing.
Yeah, that was
the
gamer's
Roshan
change
bits.
time. That was their turn to retreat.
Salt does manage to secure in the ages, but it does go on the Ricky. Ricky building the
Well, the way Ricky's playing,
butterfly
I
next.
kind of understand it if he just
Oh, this is not in a good position. Yeah, it does go down. He rather
Goes
can't do much
down.
about it. His rift was on cooldown. Phase shift. Buybacks are already on mostly.
Ricky with a battle fury as well there.
I mean, looking at Mr. Jones here, the Phantom Lancer, he already has his Mantis style and his Diffusal, but he's going hard next. He's going the classic,
Yeah, the classic Phantom Lancer build.
yeah, the classic tanky Planter
Yeah.
build, yeah. Oh, a hero swap down. There's Nazi hero sitting in a right position there. Winter Wyvern does come down with a nice cold embrace. He does have his Winter's
Unleashed.
Omniscient is going to come through now. Really going to get it through now. Let's split it down. Here's the orb. No, Tricks and Tricks to follow up. Here's the doppelganger there by Mr. Jones. Will it be enough? Oh, there's a ulti down from Sparkles, and it does mop most
Big
of the
ulti
team
by
up.
the OD.
I mean, Winter's Curse wasn't used in that case yet, but could have been used
That was a
actually a while
big
ago.
ulti by OD.
Only coming in with something huge. It was a huge backlash from Salt.
And it's a buyback from the puck.
A buyback. Was it a dieback or a buyback?
No, it's a buyback. He's still alive. He's the only one.
Oh wow. Okay, Puck's not in a good position. Here's the relocates. Oh, he didn't get relocated because he was still in his rift.
You realize
I'll play there by third first of all.
Taking the tier 2 mid. Do they push? Do they fall back?
your bottom tower is under attack.
To have this.
Well, Salt slowly coming back with a comeback here. That second tier mid tower does go down.
Regeneration.
Will it be enough? Just remember that
Soldier's
also
fortune.
the higher ground, the game has changed. Also defended higher ground after a while. They got enough farm and net worth down for them to push all the way through and gain a victory. So that was hopefully in terms of what's going to happen, that both sides give something good. I mean, these team fights are really on par with each other.
Santa utilizing a courier there just to get some vision on that obs ward that he took out.
Well, it did work. I mean, couriers aren't there for nothing.
Yeah.
Both teams just farming up now.
Oh, we
I
could
mean,
have something
looking
at
at
top.
the,
Oh, we got
there's a
Ricky.
blink down there from Ricky. Is there gonna be enough though? Tricks of trade. They're
Yeah.
down with the skull basher.
Nothing.
And
Won't be
down
enough
goes the puck.
Fire Festival to get out of there. Ricky definitely playing the carry build.
And
Defend
Puck's
the top
buyback
tower.
is now on cooldown.
Game has changed. Looks like they're gonna be losing their second tier. Oh, there is a blink down at Tricks of Trade just to share the damage. There is a blink in there from Blight and the damage reduction. Oh, is there a Winter Curse going to be called down? Will a Winter Curse be considered? Oh, both teams rather retreat top. There is a relocate, but it's just...
There's a relocate, but no pushing. They're focusing on the tier 2 rather, it seems.
You know, they're slowly pushing every lane as much as they can. They're split pushing where... making as much space as possible to buy them time for their team fights.
And unlike the previous game, GHC don't look like they know exactly how to respond. They're getting in some kills in the team fights, but this one looks to be snowballing a little bit in the way of Salt.
It does look like a little bit of a conundrum from the game has changed. Salt does have them cornered right now. They by their third tiers. Going now for the second tier tower. Sitting at low health, they could literally just
Yeah, they could.
run. They can run straight through the back door, which they're going to do right now. There goes the third tower there by the game has changed. Salt really just pushing and keeping out all spaces even as they can. All lanes pushed out.
Ricky running around with a double damage there.
Oh, there
Sentry
is
put down,
Ricky almost did blink on them on Mercians.
but they see him.
Still
They
not
know
gonna
he's
give
there.
them a chance. Yeah. I mean, playing against the Invis hero does cause a bit of complications.
A lot of money by the supports going to
Slither
Vision.
does have the sufficient
And we have
farms
Mr.
to clear
Jones.
creep waves. Oh, there's a smoke. Will they be pulling out? Will they be wrapping around? What is the game has changed? They've got something in store for us here.
I'm not so sure they do. The Salt team has pulled back too far.
Your future is grim.
I think Salt was expecting, Game Exchange was expecting Salt to be pushing that
Yeah,
bottom
but
tier
looks like
three.
he's going to get blinked down. Here's the diffuser blade. There's a skull basher coming down as well. Tricks trade to follow up. No, won't be enough.
Trick to the trade comes out, but Winter Wyvern escapes.
Yeah, won't be enough. I mean, the force staff did get used specifically to probably get out of that smoke screen. See, item builds always complement certain situations where you can get out of. I mean, net worth wise, I mean, look, Ricky is first by at least 1,000 compared to the OD and the PR.
Compared to his teammate, the OD, but at least he's almost $3,000 ahead of the Phantom Lancer.
He is, yes, he is. Also following up with the buybacks. There is buybacks
there's the leash, but
on the
will
game
the
has
leash
changed.
be enough?
There's a
Oh,
doppelganger.
here it comes in.
Oh, no, slithering crush. Vengeful Spirit is in a bit of a situation here. He's going to go
Vengeful
down.
Spirit goes down.
Oh, they are missing coming down with the Winter's Curse. Will it be enough? No, it won't. There's the healing down and
So Ricky goes
there's the Waning Rift.
two dust used.
He's in a bit of a situation, yeah. Well, he won't be able to make it out. Now he's getting bashed.
Two dust used just for that
Sparkles
Ricky.
does get that far range shot out.
With this combination of the OD and
that's
the
changed
Ricky
the
is causing him a
situation.
lot of trouble.
Fire Festival not looking in a good way. I mean, does manage to get the blink out. Yeah, here's the relocate. Will there be imprisonment? No, Ricky does get the blink off. There's the smoke.
There's
There's
a buyback. 3
and
buybacks.
now he gets it. There we go. There's the diffuser blade. Puck coming in with another one.
Pango.
He's not going to come in, but does he have an ulti? That's right, does have an ulti down. He does get the latch through. Comes with the silent waning rift through as well. Just get the rapid fire down. Is going to be enough to get this rotation through down. Oh, there is
Sparkles goes
a
down.
nice Spirit Lance there from Phantom Lancer. Doppelganger going to come out. Is it just to disable? Nice Doppelganger down. Yes, the nice Spirit Lancer. So the follow-up Blight is going to go down. Unfortunately down there. It's going to follow up through with the Disruptor. Ricky is in a bit of a problem. Doesn't get the smoke and the seat down. Not here. Does get the swap, but it's not going to be a good trade.
Sacrificing himself for the
Gets
Ricky.
down. Ricky does manage to get away. PL's Mr. Jones is definitely going to use this moment to charge up now. Get the farm and push the lane out. Probably going to use those mantas
exactly
to push.
what we saw in the previous game as well. Just these little opportunities that peak their head up for
Yeah, literally, the game has changed. Like, the name precedes them. Both teams are like this. They give such great possibilities now. The game has changed, not just securing Aegis, which is probably going to go to Mr. Jones.
yeah, well,
Going for another buyback. Looking at the buyback status, there's no buyback on the Phantom Lance. He already got that all that gold back, just enough for a heart. There is a nice kill secure there on Roche, but with the cheese, Waven is going to grab the cheese as well.
the buyback is on cooldown, so I'd assume he'd go
Oh,
for the
Mr.
hard.
Jones teeping out. He's going to push those lanes through as well. Mr. Jones does have the Aegis, so they're going to use this to force most probably.
All of us thank you.
Well, they should be using it to force a fight
So,
someone.
just to separate the health from the mana. I mean, looking at vision, I mean, Salt
Mr.
has
Jones is
vision
just gonna pick up his,
everywhere. Like, it's insane the amount of vision that Salt has. They've got, all know that Fire Festival is spotted there as well. We'll be looking at another higher ground defense as well. There is Aegis.
Oh, Ricky goes in.
Ricky is going to come down there with the Trickster trade. There is a healing down. Oh, there's a Glimmer Cape as well to follow up. Ricky does TP out. He does blink out just to get out of that smoke
Looks
of the
like
sea.
majority of them have fallen back, but
There
they
is
are
that
going
ward
full
coverage
force now,
right
Mr.
there,
Jones.
just missing that one. Oh, there is a split down. There is down the bash as well. Slivin is pushing through down with the swashbuckle. Will it be enough now? Ricky is going to follow up through.
Like trying to
Oh,
get
the
out
Ricky's
of there.
coming down
Ricky
the
blinks
blink.
out.
Oh, here comes through. Yeah, Winter Wave on Missy and just getting the cold embrace down just in time. Does get
Looks like
forced off over the
no
ledge.
hero is going to go down again.
Right, they are going to
Nope,
split the damage now. Is he going to make
they
it?
don't
Is he
care
gonna
about
smoke
him when
the
they can
seats
take
down
out
as
the
well?
Ricky.
Trick or trade as well. He gets blinked. He blinks back down onto not a hero. Oh, Mr. Jones coming with a doppelganger is a good idea for Santa to be in that position. They know where he's going. They don't see him, but now they do. He has the silence. He has the scepter to follow up.
Yeah,
No blink to
I
follow
don't think
up.
he stands much of a chance
Unfortunately,
of getting
Santa is
out
going to
there.
go down. That does buy enough time. They did take 2 of them down as well, but they are buybacks
Jones
still
pushing
by
here.
Salt. Mr. Jones still has ages to secure, but he also has their hearts.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So that does cause a bit of complications as well. The game has changed. Is pushing up middle lane now. They're not split pushing where
No, they're not split pushing. They are pushing.
they should. They just want to end this as quick as possible. But they are buybacks still on Salt. And there's the first buyback down there by
First one by
Disruptor.
Santa,
Middle tower is under attack.
along with the glyph.
Oh, they don't have detection there for the Ricky. Ciel will manage to push all the way through without him even being spotted. I mean, the best way to actually counter the Ricky or the Slardar is to get a Lotus Orb.
Mr. Jones just
Fiel
farming
still
up.
has the ages, but they don't realize that they still have the ages to play with.
It doesn't
So they
seem
might
that
as well
way, does
force.
it?
Oh no, it looks like Mr. Jones is going to be pushing up top tower. Oh, they're definitely splitting and pushing and buying their time where they can. Ricky is there. Is the waning rift out? There's the blink. Tricks of Trade doesn't get the kill out. Oh, there is the dust of appearance. Where is it? Did he get Ricky? They got Ricky. He is
The
appeared. Yep.
entire game has changed up here. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Mr.
no,
Jones
there isn't
going
a
in
good
hard.
idea. Mr. Jones going in. Hey, will the doppelganger follow up as well? No, there is the healing down on Mr. Jones. The doppelganger is going to follow through. No, the silence down on oh, Santa coming down with the silence down as well on the disruptor. There is Swashbuckler as well. Will the ulti be called down
Santa
through? The
goes
ulti will be
down.
called through.
Vengeful
Oh, there is the
Spirit
silence
might go
there
down
by
as well.
Fire Festival. There is the latch down. Is it going to be enough though? The Aghanim Scepter on the Slaughter with the armor reduction. Yes. Is it a good idea for...
Down goes
Thank
Chi.
you. No, there is an Aghanim Scepter on the Ricky. Allows him to
Ooh,
latch
they
on.
get the
Tricks of Trade.
anger as well.
Oh, there's another Tricks of Trade on the OD. Is it going to be enough? No. Will he in prison? No, he's going to go down. PL does manage to take him down. Will the doppelganger follow through? No, the Aegis is going to get disabled, hopefully, unless it expires on the point. Will it just buy? No, it just gets disabled. Doppelganger going to follow through. There we go. He's going to buy time. There's the Mental Style as well. He's going to come through. No, the
all
silence
the
is going to
stuns,
follow
I
up.
do not
And there's
see
not going to be
him
enough
getting
time
out
to
of
be
there.
bought. The amount of mana burn as well just follow up as well. Also crazy. The Tricks of Trade latching onto the
Your
Slaughter.
bottom tower is under attack.
What a play there by Ricky.
The game has
All the
changed.
buybacks
Creeps
caused
pushing
out.
down at the bottom tower though.
Yeah, space creates a top as well. Top's also going to have a bit of issues for Salt because there are 2 catapults going straight for that tower and they're going to mop up those creeps.
Your top
Unless
tower
they
is under
realize. But there's still buybacks on Salt though. So if the game has changed, does manage to push up, they will definitely have 2 fights to deal with.
We
Not
have
just
Ricky
one.
going for this mid tower, but seems to be on his own with
Radiant structures are fortified.
there's a glyph. He's got,
Your middle
oh, he's
Oh,
going
here
down
comes
cheap.
the blink. Here's the 4-staff. Is it going to be enough? Oh, his splitter is.
I think his main concern there was just getting him back.
That top tower there by Salt isn't looking so great. If those creeps continue pushing up, they can actually By more than enough time. The game has changed, sitting in a situation where they have to defend higher ground again. Slevin knows there's something up. There's people in this jungle. There's a pickup there by Slaughter. What does he have in store for us? Blight's already having his mana regeneration cooldown time spells, all that stuff with his tier 3 spell prism. But he does send it to the
Invisibility.
neutral camp.
Rashawn's
Storage.
still just over a minute out.
PL's very tanky if you look at it. He's got a heart and he still has his tier 4 item out as well with extra health.
The Witless Shaco.
Well, the game has changed. Just managing to see if they can get another party gank going here. They are staying close by, seeing where they can get a solo gank off on Salt.
And this is the most fascinating thing. You've got Salt with 49 to 35 kills, 16k ahead in gold. But I would not rule out the game has changed to take this match, just based on how they have this ability to turn team fights.
As quick as you think that you think it won't be enough, but it's
Meant to have this.
it catches you by surprise.
As soon as you think Salt have the upper
Game
hand
has
in the
changed,
team
does
fight,
have
then
vision
suddenly
there. There is that blink range on the Ricky. What level is the Ricky? Ricky's sitting at level 28 with the blink range plus 600 blink range. Tricks a trade cooldown. There is a smoke there down by Sparkles. They're going to use this to utilize now. They're going to defend high ground. There is a Fire Festival.
Solo got leeched and he breaks it.
There is no silence. There is unfortunately a miss stomp
Tricks of the
by
trade there.
Chief. Oh, there's a blink. Oh, there's a
relocation
relocate
on
there on the Omniscience. Will it be enough? There is a silence going down. No, there's not going to be Winter Coast to follow up through. Oh, there's ulti there by Slevin. Will it be enough? No, they're going to back out instead.
Salt backs out, but the Ricky looks keen to go back in. He doesn't like
Ricky
falling
was
back.
probably going to go back in. The PL is just using the Manta style to push up the lane.
Ricky's
Mr.
gonna grab
Jones
that
just
double
buying
damage.
as much time as possible. Pushing
This
those.
Ricky's gonna want to push up now. They've got vision right there on him.
Oh, Ricky does get latched down there by Fire Festival. Enough. He has the Earth Splitter by Chief. He does manage to get the OD latch down. He has the Fire's Curse, but there's disabled. No! What an unlucky combo.
That could have gone very bad for Sparkles.
Oh, and disc right there for Fire Festival to use. There's a Tricks of Trade. Ricky does manage to blink out of that team fight.
Falling back again.
Messi managing just to buy as much time as possible for the lane. Fire Festival also just pushing up with his ult. If you look at the XP per minute, well, that's still bugged for
It's
some
still
reason.
broken.
It's still broken, which is weird. Salt seems to be teeping out. So going to check if Roshan is up. Looks like Salt's going to utilize that one. No, Blight letting everyone know that Roshan's up. He needs help. He's going to start taking it. He's going to smash now for the extra life regen. Oh, here comes Corrosive Haze.
Okay, we got everybody in there except for Santa. Disruptor standing outside.
Oh, there we go. There, they secure the Aegis. There is Agnum's Blessing as well. So the Venge is going to take the Agnum's Blessing for the swap. Mighty Hero does manage to get the Agnum's Blessing as well. This is a 48-minute long game where Roshan already has been beaten more than 3 times. Let's also get the cheese queued up. Health passive falls below. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's not looking half
Okay.
bad considering the tier 6 items they also have. Looking at Sparkles with the tier 4 jungle item already that he has is just buffed him completely. So they're securing the outpost.
Securing the outpost, but while they were taking Rosh, game has changed. Did a little bit of farming in Saturn base.
Well, this could mean
The teams are sticking together now. Game has changed, knows that they lose. The next team fight they lose could cost them the game.
yeah,
So-
but that doesn't mean like buyback statuses are still up at the moment on Salt, where not so much on the game has changed. There is still buyback on Fairfire 7.
Yeah, Salt's the one sitting without the buybacks. Their main carries are without buybacks. The Ricky and the Odie.
Ricky and the Odie is actually managing to get that net worth already pushed up through the roof. There's not much they can do to follow up. I mean, looking at Ricky, he's just look at his farm. He's just way ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. He's miles ahead of everyone else. They've got vision everywhere here, and the Ricky doesn't seem to realize, and he jumps in with his team not close enough by.
There's a team fight going down. Ricky does go down. The Chief does pull back. But does he have buyback through? No, he does not have
Santa
buyback.
goes down as well. Both Ricky and Santa
Oh, there.
out buybacks.
Game Exchange is going to take this one back now. They're going to push through and make sure that they can end this one. There is only 3 of them left on the Salt side.
And the 2 down do not have buyback. Looks like game has changed.
Oh, there is
Can't make
looking
up
at
their
getting a
mind. They
team
wanted to
fight
go for
down.
the top tower, and now it seems like they're
Slaughter,
mid.
Blight is pushing bottom though.
You
But
realize
mid going through, he has the doppelganger to come in. Imprison him down as well. Sparkles knowing exactly which one it is.
defend your middle tower.
Oh, the -5-second doppelganger cooldown. He's going to continuously spam that thing and send illusions. And he has the relocate on Phantom Lancer. No, there's no BKB to follow up. No, is there? Oh, his health is just too much. He can't handle it. He doesn't know which. They don't know which one Mr. Jones is. Here it comes. Sparkles is with the ulti. It's not going to be enough. Oh, the imprisonment coming down.
They're trying to
There'll be
focus
another
on.
doppelganger to disable that stuff.
And
down.
he gets
Oh, there is
relocated
a-
again. Are they going to take him down? No.
Mr. Jones is not really having a great time. Yeah, he is the
But he
cold
keeps
embrace down
getting
from
out of it.
I'm missing. Oh, Ricky coming with a crazy daedalus
Winter's
crits.
down. Chief is down.
CL not giving chance there.
Looks like
There's
Salt
going to be a
decided,
blink.
let's pick
There's
off the
a
rest,
blink.
and then we
There's
can
a
take out
double
the.
kill. There's a triple kill as it's
Yeah.
Defend the top tower.
Oh, this isn't looking great for Mr. Jones, but those illusions just going straight for it. There's another doppelganger to be got. No. Fire Festival does come in with
as well.
a latch
They've
down.
got the buybacks.
He's rather gonna get out of there. Oh, he does get relocated all the way through as he gets TP'd out.
It is no great.
That's because of that vision that they had. There's not much they could have done because they spotted the poor puck. Fire Festival doesn't actually.
Surely Salt have to push this now for the end. I mean, strangely enough, with a 28k lead and 55-37
Buybacks
in the
have been
kills.
called upon. There is buybacks now by the Pango. And oh, there's another buyback from Fire Festival. Tier 1 does go down. Oh no, there's no buybacks. There's only buyback on the Slaughter. There's not much they can do after they push this lane through, but there is a 5-man fight that they have to look forward to as well. So obviously,
Falling back again.
Salt falling
And
back
during that
here.
previous team fight that went very much in Salt's favor, they ended up losing the top tower and a Rax.
Well, they lost quite a bit. They almost lost bottom tower. Bottom tower is very low that they have to. The Game Exchange has to. They've been forced more into defending as well, where they've lost one barracks top.
Seems to be a lot of farming still going on right now. Here's your two troublemakers, Ricky and Odie. Those two
Oh, it's two
together
hardcore
are
carries.
causing a lot of trouble for the Game Exchange side.
Well, it looks like Sparkles is gonna push his luck here just a little bit. Getting the blink in. Here's the imprisonment. Is he gonna follow up? No, BKB's pop. Oh, Pango does come in with the swashbuckle. Blitz does go down. Oh,
Leash
no. He does get the ulti through as well.
and
At this point, it's just about
Pango
gameplay, guys.
is
The
just-
form is just so broken. That health regen on all of them is just not doing enough damage. Slevin is in a bit of trouble. Ooh, there is a 4-staff and the cold embrace to follow up.
and down goes with an
But
immediate
there's
buyback.
there's no Winter's Curse to follow through as well. There's a relocate on the Pango.
And
It is going to go
goes
down. Racks are being taken by Salt.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh no, Salt's definitely is going to be taking out all the racks as well, pushing all through
It
all
doesn't
their
look like they
bases
want
now.
to go for the megas.
There's no buyback on any no Game Exchange has no buybacks on available, so there's nothing they can do unless they can pull off some crazy
It's going to
Winter's
have to be a
Curse.
ridiculous miracle by
Oh, there is a blink through by Slaughter and the 4-staff. He'll
he
scepter follow
pulls it.
through.
Slaughter wanted to run in there and get some. Now he seems to just be roaming around there, just keeping them back.
Well, it is a crazy game
And
here
there
by
are megas.
Salt.
Salt have megas.
Is that intentional?
Oh, that Slaughter Aghanim Scepter just does so well. Oh, there's going to be a bit of aggressive push here.
Tower down, fountain
Right.
diving. Come on.
CL is going to push through as well.
If you can see
Come
Will
guys.
GG be called, or are they going to let them just... GG is called by...
GG's called there by.
GG is called by the game has changed.
Your middle tower
So
is
the
under
second one goes to Salt.
defend your middle tower.
First game taken by the game has changed, and the second game going to Salt.
So that, folks, is a draw.
Well, it means that both teams have won a match.
Yes.
Um,
Well played to Salt.
well played to both teams. That was a very
Yeah, it was a bit
entertaining-
crazy. Both games were definitely long and worth watching and worth casting. But in this entire game, what did you think?
Well, Gamers Changed had their tails up from the previous game, but Salt came out swinging and they took an early stance with regards to dominance. Every time Gamers Changed looked like they wanted to start pulling back, they wanted to start throwing things back in their favor, Salt just swung it back around again.
No, it was
they had
just
the
a
dominance.
miraculous pull through.
Look at the end there, 50k gold lead, 61-38 on the kills. So yeah, the second game was completely dominated by Assault. But the first game, Game Exchange showed us what they can do and what they almost did in this game on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, no, I mean they've really pulled through as well. Both teams showed great sportsmanship, great synergy, and all that stuff. With the net worth range as well, I mean, Salt definitely had the lead in both games, but in terms of combo, they pulled through the second match.
Yeah, that's the second match went the way Salt wanted the first match to go.
Yes, without the complications of
Yes, but Gamers Changed in that first match kept on just, sneaking in and taking the team fights in their favor. bravo to both teams, though. Well played by both teams.
Both teams very well played. They definitely gave everyone a show and a half.
That is true.
Okay, well, that's it, folks. I'm Mr. Manhattan, and I'm accompanied with my co-caster,
Flippy lip
Flippy
flip.
Flip. And we'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.